last time you guys had begun your continued your exploration through the deep jungle, trying to track down the Cinderclaw cultists. Along your way of exploring, you came upon this mining operation that seemed to be ran by these cultists. You with some use of invisibility sphere was able to kind of make your way through the camp. You barged in and made quick work of the kobold who seemed to kind of be in the main building. And as you were leaving, you let loose or weaken the restraints on this reptilian dinosaur looking creature, but at the same time it seemed to have detected Elijah, which then resulted in a chase through the mining operation, which brought the attention of a few Charaka that seemed to be extra violent, and as well as this one vulture looking creature that kind of came down from one of its nests. At this point, we will pick it up mid-battle with Elijah at the top of the list.
Baby.
So this is basically just me running off into the jungle, and then next round, once I've gotten some distance into the jungle, I will try to make a stealth check.
Okay. Okay. Creature's turn.
Oh yeah, come on, baby. Oh, let's do this.
Let's see. It'll do
Charuka jelly.
Jaws attack against the northern Charaka.
Oh.
That's a natural 1.
Oh, come on, you dino.
Dynamite.
That is an insane amount of damage. Holy crap.
Wow. Yeah.
Tail attack against the one. This one.
I'm very scared of it. Oh.
That's a crit.
Oh my god. This is good because they critted him also. So this is becoming a good fight right now. It's not going to be too heavy on one side. The leftover. Masitu cannot see.
He turned off vision for everybody.
No.
Should have had dark vision.
He has vision. I didn't touch his token, so his token should...
Yeah, he's having the same thing I was seeing. Maybe just delete his token and drop it again or something?
Oh, yeah,
Or
it just
maybe it just needs to
everything's
reload
fog
the
of war.
page.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that myself. I'm seeing regular map with the usual line of sights broken.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's interesting. I'm not seeing. I don't. Now that I think about it, I don't have any fog of war stuff because like we went all to the rest of the map. Weird.
Two.
So, like I do that. Yeah, now it comes back. That was interesting.
Wait now.
Huh. Weird.
Yeah, because there might not be any fog of war really, because I mean maybe on the other side, only because it's set to global illumination kind of because it's sunlight. Because you guys are
Everything's light out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where was I? And then 1 action, 2 action, and then a foot stomp against this one. Apparently the foot for some reason doesn't roll correctly. But that is a crit anyway.
Oh, good God.
Jeez. Okay, yeah,
So
I would stay
that's-
far away from that thing.
37 points of
Yep.
damage.
Yeah, this thing will destroy. Oh, wait.
Anyone?
Yeah, if we fight it, we have to be like a complete running battle. We cannot let this thing do a full attack in any circumstances.
We'll just do Scooby Doo and jump
Scooby-Doo.
into
Yep.
Shinava's arms and run the hell out of here.
Okay, with that done, Renali's turn. Where is
I
she?
gotta go. She is way further south of it.
Okay, so she is. I guess seeing that Elijah ran that way, she's gonna head back.
Yes. Dazzle.
She will cast illusionary creature. Creating a massive spider to appear behind the creature.
Hooray.
Woohoo!
Brings us to Van.
All right, I'm just checking to see the.
What's
Roll
left?
20 dice is not.
I'm just checking to see how far away Ray of Frost goes. 120 feet. Okay, I'm good. And then Dragon Claws. All right, so I'm going to cast True Strike. And since that's my Bloodline spell, I'm going to give Shinava +1 AC.
Appreciate it.
And then I'm going to cast Ray of Frost on Mr. Vulture dude. So I'll roll with advantage. So 17 is the first one, and then let's roll 1d20 plus 11. 23 for the second. Was that 23 hit?
That is a miss.
Oh.
Welcome to my life. That's my turn.
Okay.
Disgusting. Two. Leave.
Alright, MC2.
It's my turn.
Hey, Masito's here.
What it do, baby boo?
I
Okay.
think you only have one action right now, right? Or something?
Alright, so you're correct. So you're stunned
Oh, right.
2, so
Stunned.
because you're stunned 2, you lose 2 actions. So you have 1 action this
Okay.
turn.
Okay, well, then who is hurt the most?
I don't think Elijah is. Everyone else is
Elijah.
fine. Everyone else is 100%. Shinava's going
Where-
to be.
Where is Elijah? He's like way ahead of us, right?
Yeah, Elijah is running off into the forest.
He's hiding out in the jungle.
He's like, I'm sick of this adventuring shit. I'm bringing somebody else.
Okay, then I will send my familiar to go follow him around. To go and give him a berry. Should they find him. And that's my action to send it away.
Okay.
Bye.
It has a 40-foot fly speed, if that matters.
That's
Uh,
awesome.
And it can take 1 move action?
Yeah, for now.
Okay. Alright.
Pardo, I need you to kill them.
Chavika's turn.
Trying my best.
Roll 20. 20s, man. What you gotta do? I would much rather fight these 3 angry Cherokaz. Seeing the devastation I know capable of.
Alright, so first thing, I guess I'll start off with trident attack.
Oh, I didn't. Oh,
My goodness.
Ooh,
Jesus.
goodness.
That hits, so it's 19. I don't know why it's slashing. Must be 19 points of damage.
Good. It's not a crit.
Well.
It's good. We want this battle to go on.
And you watch as it kind of stabs as a reaction, it as it pulls back the trident, it kind of licks a bit of the blood from the trident. It seems to kind of even let it almost give it like a renewed strength to it.
Good.
Actually should get plus
Not
9
freaky
health.
at all.
I'll make a second attack.
Good.
That is miss. And then it'll make a third attack with the trident. That's also a miss. Brings us around to Perto.
Okay, so Perto is going to mark the demon vulture thing as his hunted target. And I guess there's no use to having the bear do anything because it's stunned too, so it wouldn't be able to move.
How many actions does a bear normally get?
If I don't tell it to do anything, it gets 1. If I tell it to do something, it gets 2.
Okay.
So effectively, I think it's just actually stunned for this turn. Is what I'm assuming, right?
Well, so if it only gets 1 action back normally, it loses its 1 action. So like if you tell it to do something, so then it gains 2 actions. Then it'll be down to stun 1.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, basically the way stun works is every time when it gets to the turn when you refresh how many actions you have that turn, you just lose how many based on what your stun is. So if he gets 1
Right.
naturally, he loses that 1. And if you were to give him an action, that would make him lose the second one, kind of. I think that would.
Right. So if I don't tell it to do anything and it has just the 1 action, does that mean it would still be stunned 1 after this turn?
It would be stunned
Or-
2.
It would
'Cause it-
still be stunned 2?
Because it was stunned 3.
What is it stunned now? Oh, it's stunned 3? Okay, I couldn't...
Yeah.
I'm zoomed pretty far out. I didn't see the number.
I just bumped it
Okay.
down to 2.
Okay, yeah,
I think
that's fine.
yeah. For every action you lose 1 of the stun number.
So if it
For
was
every
stun
action
3,
yeah.
So if it was stun 3, that means you lose 3 of your actions, and then you're
Mhm.
completely stunned for that turn.
Right.
So your next turn is stun 0.
Right. Okay.
For the
That makes
bear,
sense.
though, it's a little more complicated because he starts.
He has like a weird number of action. So if
Well,
that's the case, let's see. I hunted it. Yeah, I'll use one of Perito's actions to give the bear action, so it would go down to stun 1. Because then Perito can use third action to double shot at the demon vulture thing.
Ooh, double shot.
Because I don't think taking a third attack after that is going to necessarily actually work. So why not? So pew, pew.
Ooh, 24.
Those both miss. You shoot the arrows,
the 25.
and they
I
just fly, and
thought it was
just
gonna hit.
can't
Holy
see him
shit.
too.
Okay.
Get a clean shot
He,
at him.
He is still frightened 1. I didn't taunt him, if that matters.
Oh, that is correct. So then, okay, yeah. So then that last one would hit.
Yes.
Oh, excellent. Okay. I was
Yeah.
thinking, I already used my hunter's arrowhead, didn't I? Yeah, I used it when we were fighting the dude in the house. Okay, cool.
Big hit, 9 points.
Yeah. Thank goodness. Roll this
False.
6 on the damage at least. And then the 2 there, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Creature's turn.
Here we go. She looks over to C2. Bring me back from the dead, please.
First thing it will do. It'll attempt to poke you with its beak attack.
Oh, lovely. Okay. Ouch.
There's a 28 hit.
28 will hit.
That is 25 points of piercing, 1 point of evil damage.
That's okay.
Dang.
Evil damage.
Yeah. Ooh.
And then it will. It'll do a second beak attack.
You dare.
23.
Oh, armor class 26.
Nice.
And then it will.
Jeez, the crit damage it's getting on those two. Scary. Oh my goodness.
And for its last action, it's gonna kind of shake a bit as you see kind of these cloud of spores begin to just kind of come off from its body. I need Shanava to make a fortitude save.
Ooh, Jesus. Okay.
Looks like Shanava's going to be the next vulture thing.
Too early for a hero point. Oh, that's
Ooh.
probably not a crit fail, but it's still probably not a
You-
spell. Is it?
No, it would technically be a poison effect
Oh, okay.
or a disease effect. In any case. Okay. So as you see these spores kind of flash off from its body, some of them begin to kind of deepen, penetrate into Shanava's skin, and you can see these like thick green like blotches on your skin.
Okay. Gross.
Okay. We got a lot going on, guys. We got a lot going on. Don't mind me. We got a lot going on. Okay. Bring this back down to the south.
Okay, so
Well,
I'm
that was
going
one-
to be trying.
Not to you yet.
Oh.
The rest,
Sorry.
the rest of the Jargon need to actually attack to finish attacking.
Oh.
This one is going to go over here, and then it'll make 2 trident attacks. That first one that's a hit.
Okay, good. Maybe.
And the other one is
Oh,
also a hit. And the last one will 3 trident attacks.
man.
The natural
This dino-
20.
Oh, good lord. This is it for the
Oh.
dino. This is it.
Oh. Jeez.
That's not how I was expecting that fight to play out.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe it's still up.
I mean, it is.
The second one
Hey,
hits,
hefty
the one
dino.
misses, but it kind of, as you can see, and they all kind of, you can see as they pierce it with the trident, that it kind of, as they pull it out, you can see they're very like bloodless. They kind of licking the blood off the trident before they kind of thrust it in once more, and it seems to kind of just fuel them even more.
Nice knowing you, Dino.
Yeah.
So they're like evil little vampires. Evil little monkey vampires.
Yes.
That
So-
brings us around to Elijah.
Okay, so Elijah, now that he has some good dense foliage and cover, is going to try to hide and lose his pursuers. So I'm trying to figure out where I put my dang character sheet.
Okay.
Or should I have done that as a
Technically, a secret roll, but
Yeah.
that's fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then once sneaking, I'm gonna head back north. As far
Okay.
as I can tell, I've lost my pursuers, so I'm just gonna head back north to link up with the group.
Wait, I just realized something. Like when I mentioned Nava's new token, he fell off the initiative order.
Oh, hey.
Oh.
I'm like, we just went through the whole thing. I don't remember you.
Yeah, it was my turn. Holy crap! When did I go?
So it looks like you go.
Oh, if we look up, scroll up.
You
my
have an
attack was one
initiative
the
of
last
12.
things that happened tonight.
Yeah, you got initiative 12.
Oh, thank
So
Okay.
13, I think, because
you. So I'm
plus
wedged
1
in
from
between
Perto.
the two Charoka that are ganging. All right, cool. A little.
So we'll go back to your turn since we just missed it.
Oh,
On your turn, you take 10 points of damage
oh, good
as
lord.
as the green blotches on your skin kind of they start to kind of grow a bit actually. As you can see these like small vines begin to kind of grow out from them.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Of course.
that's
Is there a save I gotta make or anything, or?
No, I mean you that you made it to save when the spores hit you. So
Okay. I don't feel so good.
but it is considered persistent damage. So
Okay. So I make a roll at the end for it or something, or?
yeah, I think that's what it was, right? You make a rule. Not the persistent damage rule. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna wreck this guy's face off. Yeah, she's going to twin attack. Yep, this has got to end. All right, first attack, cold eye. Okay. 33. Okay.
That
Give it
hits.
14 points of damage plus cold iron, right? I think for that.
Correct. As you see, as you strike it with the cold iron sword, it reels back and shrieks in pain.
Critical hit, motherfucker.
Ooh.
Good shield. Good shield. All right, I'm just gonna roll the crit. Is that right? Is it rolling the right amount of damage? I feel like it's.
Oh, we said we were just doubling it.
Oh, okay. So just double that. Okay,
18, yeah.
That's 18. Sorry. I will accept the high. Whew. Okay, and she's keeping her shield raised, and she's staying there. One of these things is gonna drop her or creature.
Okay.
Now, was it 33 flat-footed? Would that be a crit?
No,
Okay.
that would not be crit.
Yeah, no, it's too high. It's like
And then I guess you do make your persistent damage check.
is that just a flat D20?
It's a flat d20. You gotta be a 15.
Ugh.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, back to the dinosaur. Yeah, just gonna start. It's gonna from top right to top, always clockwise. It'll just make attacks. It's gonna go jaws on the top one. 26. That hits.
Yes, yes.
It'll do a foot stomp against the next one. That's a 20. That is a miss, I believe. Yep, that's a miss. And then it'll do another jaws against the one in the bottom left of it.
Come on, Stompy. You got it. Ooh,
That hits.
yes.
As you see, there's a big reptile just slamming, desperately kind of like thrashing about with the 3 Character. Alright, it brings us to Renali.
Help.
Hmm. You spell DC minus 10. Oh, 12. So actually would have to make. Okay, so actually, I like check that the illusion technically has to make a save against the Spore Clown as well.
Huh.
Does this say? I'm just.
Saving throw modifiers are equal to your spell DC minus 10.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Does it actually have an HP though?
It does not, because the first time basically it gets hits or fails to save, the spell ends.
Okay, so basically, once the spores hit it, it'll actually die. Okay. Which takes it at the end of each. Okay, so apparently it's at the end, so it's just gonna sit there for a bit. Meanwhile, she is going to. Move forward a bit. Just move there. Then the spores will do damage and that ends that spell. Okay, Rand's turn.
Alright.
Okay.
God damn it. Never mind. Can't throw that fireball because it'll hit somebody. Oh wait, no, I guess I can move it. I can move further up.
Why is my.
All right.
I'm sure your teammates have good reflex saves, and if they don't, then this will encourage them to get better reflex saves.
Right.
Learn this.
I'm gonna move up. Use one action to take off a bead from the necklace of fireballs, and then use another action to chuck it. I'll just chuck it there. Should hit the It'll hit that guy, and it won't hit anybody else. It just has to be within 70 feet. So
Okay.
DC is 21. Oof, low roll.
Still good. Still damage.
The explosive blast the fire, filling the space behind as it kind of burns some of the feathers on its wings.
Boy fuego.
MC2.
All right. So Shinava is pretty damaged.
Yeah, she's down 40 hit points,
Oh.
and
Okay.
she's taking 10 persistent.
And I have one action still, or did I lose a rank of stun?
No, you should be good now.
Then I will reach out and. All right, I will reach out and mud Shinava with my vines.
With some of that mud, baby.
Oh, right.
Okay, that's a 26, so you get. That's a 48, I think.
If it is, I will take it.
Yep. Okay, and my familiar will continue to try and to find Elijah. That's 25 health for you.
25 points as you heal up. Shinava. This time you guys see the from the trees, another flying creature kind of flying out overhead, screeching as it seems to be coming in your guys' general direction. But it is still about 30 feet up in the air. Alright, brings us back to the Charaka. Tried it. That is a miss. That one is a hit, though.
We should run into the woods. Is that? I'm being serious.
So as it just stabs it with the trident, that brings the dinosaur down.
Oh boy. Uh-oh.
We got to run into the woods. We can't fight. Another one at the top of that.
Berto's
Maybe
turn.
the Charaka will deal with it for us.
I think that I don't.
Yeah, okay. Oh man, what is Perno gonna do here?
How badly hurt is this thing? Pretty bad, right? Gotta be.
I know your cold iron's been doing extra damage to it, so.
I mean, it's looking slightly roughed up.
Oh boy, that's not what I wanted to hear.
It's not like super worn down, but you can definitely see it has some bruises, some wounds, and some scorch marks.
How the fuck are we gonna fight two of these at once?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a move action to just kind of run over here up to Van. I'm gonna give Lucia 2 actions, and it was stunned 1, so it loses one of them, but it is then able to move in. Boom. And then he's gonna go pew pew and shoot at the death vulture again.
Oh baby!
Oh, we needed that. How does that work? Is it?
It rolled 6 plus 1, 7 times 2, 14 plus 3 under D10.
On the
Right.
precision.
So because it has +1, it only rolled 1d6, didn't it? Yeah. It rolled 1d6 plus the 1 is my half strength.
So you should have another D6 in there, and
Yeah,
that
there's
should be
another
double.
d6. That's weird.
Yeah, so
I'll just roll 1d6.
just roll, yeah, just roll 1d6, and we'll double it.
And then 4, so 21 damage.
Alright. You kind of shot right into its chest as it screeches in pain. Right. Damn. So first action it will do is it will let out an incredibly shrill screech sound that kind of just fills the area. I
There
need
it is.
Oh boy.
That's yeah.
I hate it.
that's actually pretty that's pretty
Yep.
accurate. Yeah. I need basically everybody except Elijah. Because it's
Fortitude, right? Is it fortitude or
it's
Will.
fortitude.
Fortitude, okay.
Oh my!
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
hero point.
I'm gonna need my hero point to bring
I'm
myself
gonna-
back to my consciousness.
I'm gonna hero point that. Much better.
Fucking 11. Nat 1. Oof. No, thank you, sir.
It's the same creature, right?
It's the what?
It's the same creature that's doing that.
No, it's the one that's in front of you.
Okay. Oh, okay, the ones
Yeah.
in front of us. Oh, okay.
Okay, so let's see. So every okay. So MC2, Van, and Perto are all stunned too.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
We need to run away, guys.
Boy.
Yeah.
Shanava is stunned 3. Wait, I actually did that. Yeah. Correction. Perto's actually fine.
Woo.
Okay.
Lucia's done too.
Wow. Okay. Jeez.
I got you and Lucia mixed up. Yeah. Okay.
28's the DC, guys, because I rolled a 27 and I'm still stunned.
Correct.
Yeah. we figured it out.
And then it'll
Crack the
make
code.
2 peak attacks against Shanava.
Cha cha.
24.
Oh, yes. Oof.
21.
Oh my god. All right. Well, I'm stunned for a whole freaking round.
Alright, at this point, I'm just gonna sit. Yeah.
Hang out.
Shanava's turn, so
Yeah.
take another 4 points of damage as the vines keep growing, like wrapping themselves around your body, and you're stunned. And then you make a roll for your persistent damage.
Oh my god. All my luck is gone.
Ooh.
I'll be right back.
Brings us around to Elijah.
He moves another 45 feet north in the forest.
Jeez, 45 feet. Wow.
Yeah, well, when you're sneaking, you only move half your normal speed, so I'd be only doing 10 feet if I was not.
Oh, got it. Because you're spending all 3 of your actions. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought 45 was like 1 action of movement. I was like, excuse me?
I wish. No, I mean, what else am I going to do with my actions?
Alright, so Renali also fails, so she was stunned 3. So her turn's gone. Okay.
Oof.
Brings us to Van, who loses the stun, so it's 1 action.
I'd like to recall knowledge on this thing then.
Oh, actually, hold on. Yeah, that's a good point. I forgot to take my free recall knowledge on when I marked it.
That's true. It would be a religion check.
Religion, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll see if we can save you an action, Van.
Nah, yeah, please go ahead, because I don't have religion.
Okay. As the metagame knowledge was suspicious, it is correct. It is a Vrock. They are weak to cold iron and good. They can release spores. They have a stunning screech ability. They do have some spellcasting abilities as well. And they can also dance. Their dance has been known to cause electricity to rain down.
Oh.
Dance.
Interesting. Okay.
And the more rocks there are, the stronger their dances get. But
Oh my goodness.
Oh, the more they are. Great.
They have a lightning dance. Cool.
The lightning dance.
I mean, I'm kind of wondering if we should try to leave them alone since they're probably vital to this place being, a rainforest.
Yeah?
You would also know that they technically hail from the abyss.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well that's
so they are
demons,
not
yeah.
important to the ecosystem whatsoever.
Don't explain the summoning circle that was outside the house there.
MC2 lol, they're demons. Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, I use religion for it.
They are not native to the Ring Expanse.
Right.
Would be one hell of a jungle.
My only concern is that if we try to run away, it'll just be able to keep up with a fly speed or something. But
if we get into the forest, maybe not. Speaking of, I'm going to use my 1 action to run. Over here. It's my turn. Van's like, we need to get away!
What?
MC2.
Well, I mean, Van is usually right about things, so I will agree with him about running away.
Yeah, so you also lose your stun, so you're 1 action.
Okay. Then I will move.
T-Daddle.
Berto's turn.
Okay. Perito is going to move, let's say there. His first action. I'm going to give Lucia 2 actions to remove her stunned condition. And then he's going to take 2 more shots at the rock. Oh boy. Okay.
Oh, baby.
Oh, 2 nat 1s for the critical damage. On the d6s. Wah wah.
That is unfortunate.
What's that 10 I put over there? I don't know what that 10 is.
I think that's a 5 on the d10 though. But
Damn,
oh man, wow. Oh, it's a hit. I'll take it.
Okay. Creature's turn. Okay, so it'll. You see it begin to chant in this weird language as you see it begin to glow a bit with arcane energy, and suddenly you see one rock, you now see 3 more than this appear around.
Oh no!
I would say with Perto's ability,
I was about to, yeah.
recognize spell, you do recognize it as mirror image.
Oh,
Yep.
God.
Okay.
And then it'll just do a big attack
On who? Bear or
on you.
What did I do?
The one with the cold iron weapon. I think that you might take priority.
I don't have any weapon right now.
Did you
28.
you already use your reaction?
I'm
Because
stunned,
don't you?
so.
Oh, I don't know if stunned affects
Actually, wait, yeah,
reactions.
Oh. That's true. I could
Doesn't-
attack it. If can I attack it? I'm
yeah, actually,
stunned.
by your stun value.
It doesn't say you.
Yeah, it doesn't say you lose your reaction, I guess. Yeah,
Okay, so
because you
just kinda
technically,
like-
yeah, because you technically wouldn't be stunned right at this
Alright.
moment. Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Good. At least it's a hit. Even stunned, the master of the broads.
You just get a shot back as it. You see it now. It's definitely writhing a bit in pain. The sword slicing deeper into it, as the illusions appear around it. Then there's 32 hit you.
Thank you, Van. I really didn't think that was an option, but yes.
They got 32 hits Shinaba though.
Yeah, right. So that's 28 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, I already deducted.
Alright, cool. Shinaba's turn.
Can she go now? Oh, she can now.
Yeah, you were stunned last turn, I think.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Whew. Man, where am I? All right. 3 of them. Fuck. Seeing people start to withdraw, she's like, Ali, can I move? It's going to. She's got to swing. She's going to swing at it. She's got to swing. Right? She's going to swing. Oh, that's good damage. That's good. That's good.
And then there's mirror images.
Oh, no! Oh,
Yeah.
Mirror image.
What do I do for that? What is that? How does that work?
I roll to see if it hits. Is that not-
We are withdrawing, right?
I could hit one.
Oh wow! It even stipulates what you have to roll.
Yeah. Oh, that's not. If an attack roll fails to hit your AC, but doesn't critically fail, it still destroys an image.
Yeah, it's the same ruling that Pathfinder 1E had. If you miss by less than 5, it still destroys one.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, and the critical success rule is
So
cool.
it slashes and you connect it with the real one.
Woo, baby!
Oh, thank goodness.
All right, so my luck's come back.
Let's
So that's
go.
That's plus what, 10 or something, right?
Yeah. You don't know how much, but it does
Okay.
a lot more damage.
36.
Decent.
Definitely more. Yeah.
All right, awesome. Okay.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness someone decided to use cold iron. Oh,
Well, that's the elf gave me that sword. Okay. I'm
that's
gonna
right. Yeah.
back 5 feet. And then. Yeah, we're going to back up. At least force this thing to move. Hopefully it doesn't get there. So I'm going to go 5, 15.
Okay, it will take an attack of opportunity on you.
Ah,
Oof.
that's funny because my next feat would never allow it to happen. Okay.
Oh no.
Ugh.
That's a crit, isn't it?
Let me see here. Armor class. Yes, that is a crit.
Uh-oh.
How much damage? I can't see. The thing is blocked.
50?
That's a lot of damage.
How much is it? Oh, enough to drop her? Okay. So
50, so probably,
Fif-
yeah.
here.
Oh
Wait,
boy.
5 foot step back. Oh man, if I knew it had reach, I would have just taken another 5 foot step. So that drops here. It goes to 0.
I think if a critical hit brings you down, it makes your wounded threshold higher, right?
I don't think so.
Okay, so make sure. Let me see. If the damage came from a critical hit, it's dying too if it came from a crit. So it's a 37 a crit.
Oh,
Yes.
So then it takes you straight to dying too.
Wow.
Whew. Ouch.
that's
What is it? Dying 4 is true death, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then
See, it's the curse of art. As soon as you get art for your character, they die.
and
Yeah.
then and now because we
Shit
keep
is done.
forgetting it, your initiative moves up to before whoever knocked you down. Okay.
Oh.
I think that's what's supposed to happen, but we always forget that.
Right. Interesting.
Okay.
How does
Oh.
the hero point thing do? Does it just like bring you back up, or
Correct.
Brings you back up, and I
Yeah.
think you don't get the wounded condition, right? If you hero point it.
Well, I didn't use it on the fortitude save.
Oh, that's right.
You would wait. Did you use that point? I thought you didn't use it.
No, I did not. I
Yeah,
saved
you-
it because I knew I was going to
Oh, you did save it. Yeah, I was gonna say I used mine because I crit failed, and I was like, I don't like that.
Yeah. So it would just auto stabilize you.
Okay.
Okay. Brings us to Elijah.
continues sneaking in a northerly manner.
I'd say by this point you probably run into MC2's familiar running around the jungle, the berry in hand.
I'm gonna continue sneaking. I will eat berry before throwing myself into the fray.
Okay. She will do what she can, and she will cast Color Spray.
Okay.
Killed the rainbow.
Ooh,
Oh, gee.
Okay.
that's not good.
Well.
Wow.
Backfire.
So yeah, it's completely unaffected. Yeah, I'll just move. Band's turn.
1 second. Oh, I got something for all of us, guys. I'm sending it to Rob now to upload. I'm just gonna put it in our advanced RP thing. There you go. I'm going, seeing that Shinava is down.
Cool.
Van's gonna turn around
Why is it?
and
yeah.
he's going to cast Illusory Object and create a wall.
Okay. Like it.
Like a wall of earth that suddenly ruptures up from the ground. It's going to be 20-foot bursts, so 5, 20. I think it's 20 foot. It's like 20, 20. Yeah, so I'll create a wall that's that long, and cut it to cut the Vrock off. They have to interact with it in order to. I'm also going to heighten it to second level. By the way, so it generates appropriate sounds, smells, and feels right to the touch.
Oh.
That's perfect.
Oh no. Oh no.
That also means that you guys can't shoot through it. It's funky. I have to look up the rules. Like,
I'm down to go another round this thing, but I need to be on my feet to do that.
As Van turns around, he's this 20-foot wall. This is
so it looks like a wall,
20 foot high.
but yeah, it's 20 feet high too.
Okay. Correct. So you need to spend an action to kind of check to see if you can disbelieve it. All right, MC2.
Oh, and then I'm going to use my last action to move. I'm just going to stay here. That's it. Never mind. You're muted, Hobo, or not talking.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Ooh, what happened to my quality for that stream?
Distracted. Okay. So Shinaba's like dead.
Getting there.
I hope that's not the quality of the stream. There we go. That's much better. What happened? Oh my god.
I guess I'll actually have to use a healing spell.
What happened to that?
Gotcha.
So sorry. I failed you.
You did. Like, why'd you have to get hit? Your job is to not get hit?
That's insane. My level 6 feet would never. Yeah, I would.
That's better.
Alright,
I saw
will
that.
heighten. I'll heighten healing and the 2 action, and I will heal Shinaba for step. Increase by 8. Okay.
For real.
All my things fell off. God damn it.
I have to change some shit around, so that's my turn. I'm done.
Okay.
Is that?
Did you actually did you roll the thing or no? Or you
No,
changing the
I have
stuff
not
for you?
yet.
Okay.
I have to change the stuff in the macro.
Does that wake her up on Macedo's turn then, or
It would.
or after Macedo? C2? C2? She's bouncing around all over the place.
I don't know that.
I mean, you'd be healed, so you'd wake up.
You'd be up, but it doesn't move you up in the initiative. I think is what the question.
No,
is.
it doesn't
Yeah.
move you up in the initiative.
Oh,
You'd still
okay.
be.
Okay, cool.
You'd still be before the Vrock, which is good.
Yes.
Okay.
That is good.
So then you would lose the dying 2, and you would just be wounded 1.
Wounded 1 or wounded 2?
It's this 1. I think it doesn't matter how far down you go in terms of the actual.
Oh wow,
dying.
nice heal.
Sweet.
The 2d8 plus 16 is really what does it all.
All right. At this turn, you see kind of flying and swooping down.
Oh no.
This one will land behind Van, actually.
Oh, what?
You see this lanky, humanoid looking, but also has very like bat-like features to it. Instead of having like feathery wings like the Vrock does, these have like long leathery wings like you would see a bat actually have. So it took 2 actions to actually get down to and so it only has 1 action left. And it will do Jaws attack.
Not the Jaws.
That is a 27 to hit.
Ooh.
Jeez.
Minus 13.
13 points of piercing damage. And you are persistent bleeding.
Oh boy.
Perto's turn.
Okay. Perito is gonna move on up here. Yes, we'll just say here. And then Lucia is gonna take her free attack without me telling her to do something to just get in there. Boop. Nope.
Nope.
Oh, and because it's definitely a crit fail, it doesn't even destroy an image, does it? Oh,
Look at that.
I think
thing.
fails will, but I think it said crit fails don't. Damn. Okay. So then, Perito will then do his normal hunted shot to close out his turn. Jeez. Dang.
Okay, so
Should get rid of an image at least.
1 image, correct. 1
Yeah.
image. Second hour would be considered a crit fail.
Yeah, damn. So close.
Yeah, Shanava back to life as you
What?
come up and you see this 20-foot wall right in front of you.
Where am I? What? Are we somewhere else? Oh, she sees the thing over there attacking the wall. Creature's gone. As far as she knows. Guess she'll pick herself up. Drinking a potion, is that like 2 actions? Like 1 to remove and to...
If you have a bandolier, I think it's a free action to take out a potion.
No.
Yeah, it would just be the interact to use it if you have the
Alright.
bandolier.
Okay. She's going to spend her next 2 actions corking and drinking one of those elixirs of life. 6 plus 6. 6.
So
Well,
be
better than nothing. 13 points.
okay, so you have 13 points. You good spell. Okay, you take 13 points of piercing damage from the vines.
Oh, God. All right. Hey! I'm out of the goo zone. All right. Right?
Correct. So the
Fine. Holy crap.
actually this one's the yeah.
What is that? Does the Vrock have a 2 on?
Mirror
Actually,
image.
Oh.
Yeah. Hmm. Okay. It will take, I guess, an action to interact with the wall.
Huh.
So what does that has to technically roll for? Perception?
It needs it.
Or is it a
I
will
think
save?
it's a will save versus my DC, which is low 21.
Okay, would that provoke? Oh, the bear doesn't get attacked.
Bear doesn't do the things.
So now it disbelieves the illusion.
Oh, curses.
Oh, what's up?
I was gonna say it knows the wall's fake, but can it? Does that make the wall go away? I don't know how the disbelief
I
kind of
am
works.
looking that up.
Like it knows it's fake and it can walk through there, but
Yeah, it would appear to
Does
everybody
it
else.
see Shinava? I don't know.
The illusion is visual, and the creature interacts. It might know that an illusion is present, but can't ignore the illusion without successfully disbelieving it. Disbelieving an illusion makes it and those things it blocks seem hazy and indistinct. So even in the case where a visual illusion is disbelieved, it may, at the GM's discretion, block vision enough to make those on the other side concealed.
Oh,
Okay. So it's kind of like translucent now a little bit.
Yeah.
It's just opaque but not solid. Interesting.
Okay.
I guess, well, to it. So Shinava definitely still can't see it, but it can somewhat see Shinava.
It interacts with it by putting a hand through, and Shinava's like, "Oh shit!"
The walls are alive!
that's a hell of a will save.
It will. Yeah. It'll just make
Yeah, that's true.
It'll make a beak attack followed by a claw attack.
That's Shinava?
Or bear.
I'll say beak attack against Shinava, claw attack against Bear.
Okay. Spreading that damage out.
Oh,
Oof.
okay, does she get concealed?
I would say no. I mean, it's.
Alright. Shinava falls unconscious again.
Aw.
Plunk. Plunk.
Unfortunate.
So that wasn't a crit right now.
No, that was not a crit.
Okay, so we're dying too. And then claw attack against Bear.
Oh no.
That's crit.
Aw. Cool.
That's 38 points of slashing damage.
Okay. It's not as bad as it could have been.
Yeah.
Could have been a one shot based on some of its other crit damage rolls.
Elijah's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move 30 feet and then eat the good berry that C2's unpronounceable familiar gave me.
It's completely pronounceable. It's phonetic.
It's completely not. It's phonetic. It's motambade.
Yes, and yeah. So, how much do I get back from the berry?
Oh, right. I have to roll that. I'm a stupid slut. As well as a wannabe linguist. You get 14.
Hooray! I'm not at full, but better than I was before. Unatamba. Unatambwa.
Hmm.
I kind of wish I named my sword that.
What is finale gonna do? That's the question of the day.
Anyhow, that's Elijah's round.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out what Renali can do in this situation.
Carry her.
She did that. Should illusionary this guy? Illusionary object?
You got a lightning bolt or something, right?
No. She is not really that an offensive person. She is a very elusive
What about
person.
web?
She doesn't have no.
She's a spider person without the web spell. How dare you?
guess she will. Oh, I mean, it's gonna be interesting enough, but okay, she will cast illusionary disguise.
Okay.
Becomes a tree.
Okay, so yeah, she'll cast illusionary disguise to make herself look like a boggart. And then kind of like join the rest of the group that's like going away.
Okay.
Actually, wait, hold on. No. She'll take 2 moves and she'll actually make a bite attack towards this thing down here.
Oh,
I forgot-
yeah,
I forgot.
bite.
That thing.
That thing was there.
Nice.
That
Alright.
is a hit. 8 points of damage, and the thing must make a fortitude save. That is a fail.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Alright.
Van's turn.
I'm gonna move.
Okay.
Here. And I'm gonna drop some lightning on that one.
Jesus Christ. 27.
So half that.
So 16.
Ooh.
Points of damage. The lightning bolt just strikes into it.
My turn.
MC2.
Okay, Shinava dead again.
Yep.
Yeah.
God damn it, Shinava. Alright. I guess I'll heal her some more.
Please.
You lose the increase you want to buy.
I mean, or could I just put her in the aqueous or like carry her out?
Hold on.
That's a serious question.
She might drown.
I mean, if she's already dying, can she die anymore?
Let me double check this.
Anytime you gain the
Or
dying condition.
Rob, I will accept your ruling. But if it goes against my super excited best idea ever, I'm going to go on live roll.
Oh.
You want to? So let me see. I mean, I guess the question is, does
I'm looking to see if it
she need to
drowns
breathe?
people.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure being submerged in water while you're dying would start drowning.
I'm no doctor, but
Okay, it becomes grabbed, move along through the orb, and must hold its breath or begin suffocating. Oh well.
oops.
Maybe not the best.
I just put mud over her mouth. All right. I'll just do this the old-fashioned, boring way and heal her. Same deal as before. $22.
So hold on.
Is drag a thing in 2E?
Which one am I
Oh,
about
22
one?
damage.
They had a wound
Sorry.
in 1.
I was just saying, is dragging
It
a thing
fell
in
to wounded
2E? Because
2.
if you could like move Shinava, that'd be a help for
They
her
had one in
too.
1.
Although you are small and Shinava is pretty big and has a shield, so I don't know how well that would work.
Oh, actually,
Mm.
your feet when you So that doesn't remove that isn't battle medicine that removes wound conditions and stuff like that, right?
Treat wounds does, I believe, yeah.
But heal doesn't.
Heal does not appear to.
Okay.
Right. Wounded 2 now.
Yeah. Because that's what I was actually looking up while we were having the AWP discussion. I'm like, technically, when you fall back down, the wounding condition doesn't actually go away. Just still there technically. Okay.
Yeah, that was the counter to people just going up and down, up and down, up and
Yeah.
down
Mm-hmm.
endlessly.
Okay. Creature's turn. It takes 2 points of damage, and it is flat-footed.
What?
It is going to the creature that down south fighting Renali.
Oh, that.
Renali venomed it.
I forgot to roll my persistent check.
Oh yeah.
All right.
You take 1 point of damage.
Oh no.
Oh.
All right, all done.
Okay, it will make a claw attack against Renali.
Oh no.
That hits, so she takes 14 points of slashing damage as it just grabs on, kind of sharp like nails just digging into it. Okay, and with that, it actually has Renali grabbed. And then
Oh no.
it will, you see, kind of like full on bite down on Renali's neck, try and drain her blood.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Oh, so they are vampire evil monkey apes. Whatever the hell they are.
That is a success. So that's not.
Whew.
Thank goodness.
Oh.
And then it'll just do a jaws attack against her. That is a hit. Okay. Peto's turn.
Oh boy.
Yes, baby.
I was gonna say, so the vulture thing's pretty hurt. Are we actually going to try and fight it now, or?
I don't know what other choice.
Shinava's gonna die if she keeps going down.
Yeah. Yeah. She wants to back out, but I don't know.
That's true. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do that because the bear's only got 2 actions. So I mean, it could take 2 guarded steps away because it's got reach. It can't take an opportunity attack. So I guess it'll do that. So first action, of Pertos is to tell bear to take 2 guarded steps away.
When you hit with the attack, do you get the extra damage from your bear being right next to it?
That is if I use its support action.
Okay.
Which I haven't been doing because at the level we're at, it's this weird cross point where it does 2d8 on its own attacks, and the support only does an extra 1d8 on an attack. Which is just like, sort of thing. Like, it doesn't really matter one way or the other what it uses. And then, I have 2 actions left, I guess. Oh, you know what? I am going to use my second action to prime a vine arrow. And then my third action will be shooting it twice. The first shot being a vine arrow. Fingers crossed.
Ooh.
Hey.
Well, I think that just hits, doesn't it?
C26.
And then that one's going to be a normal.
Oh.
Okay, well,
Good shot.
Take it.
Nice.
Oh.
27's a
What?
miss. Oh,
Oh, mirror
what?
image too.
Oh,
Mirror image. Oh, that's a good point.
edge.
Although at least the oh shoot, yeah, I completely forgot about that. At least the crit hits it, and oh, that's right. A crit, if it would hit the mirror image, I think, right? It hits the mirror image and destroys it, and then is a regular success on it, I think, right? Unless the crit just happens to hit the real one.
Well, you can only have one left, so 50-50 chance to do.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up because I think you're right.
I think I know that it crit success does a thing, and it's still a normal success against
Yeah,
it.
if an
but-
attack roll is a critical success and would hit one of the images, one of the images is destroyed and the attack roll becomes a success.
Cool.
Good lord. Still
And oh man, if only this was a real wall. The critical specialization on bows is that it
It's
pins it to adjacent like surfaces. But obviously that's not going to work with an illusory wall.
What about the ground?
Darn.
Is the ground an adjacent surface?
No, it specifically calls out like yeah, it's got to be like a wall or something. I checked. I was like, would the ground count? Like, no. So I think yeah, those are my 3 actions. Dang it, I completely forgot the fucking vine arrows with the fucking. It still had mirror images. Damn. So the 27, did that miss as in it hit one of the mirror images? Is that okay? So it had 2 at the beginning of this turn, right? Or did it have 3? Okay. Oh, that's right. Never mind. Yeah, it was an actual hit, so there still is the mirror image. Okay, got it. That's all my actions. I have 8 vine arrows left.
All right, here we go. So I was going to stand up, 5-foot step, and then head's kind of spinning still. She will move 5, 15, 20. I guess stand at the tree line here. Not sure which way this is gonna go. Sure what kind of healing is still available.
Not much.
I figured this way. Okay. Got to get out of here. Her turn. I'm gonna get some water.
No.
Nice knowing you, Berto.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is a crit, and it knocks Perto down.
Oh no. Oh no.
That let me double check, but I'm pretty sure that does not hit the bear. Yep, it does not. The AC is 20.
So this thing just walked into a wall, but it's not really a wall. So
You
Okay.
like automatically disbelieve it
yeah,
if it like is like walks through a wall that was made of solid earth before.
yeah. So it's not a wall anymore. It's just a fuzzy
Outline.
aberration. Just gonna evaluate my options here. So down and probably about to die. Down and probably about to die again. Still
I'm still
alive.
up.
Okay, yep. Discretion is a better part of valor. I am booking it. And everything goes fog of war when my token goes off screen. Cool.
I can see your. It's to the left of this square.
Yeah, I can't touch it any. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So I'm just gonna sort of hiss a meaningful hiss at Van because I can see him maybe in no, can't see him Cedu from there, and I'm just zoop. Hopefully they'll everybody else will gather at the rally point if they survive. Otherwise, yeah.
How's Renali looking? Pretty roughed up. I'm gonna say, Shinava, can you take care of that thing attacking Renali? And then I'm going to once again use illusory object to make a wall around the creature, encasing it. That way, right? Because until it interacts with it, it treats it as a wall. So, if Perito can get healed, he'll be able to stand up and get out without it being able to attack of opportunity because it can't see it. That's all I got. So if MC2 can like range heal Perito, Perito can get out of there. And then I'm gonna use my last movement to get the fuck out. Not anymore! Yay!
Hooray.
All right. I will send my familiar with a berry to Perto.
Can it force feed me a berry? Is that
Yes.
okay? Just checking.
So that's 20
Max!
for you.
Oh,
And
thank goodness.
then I will use Sudden Bolt on the thing that is fighting Manali. And I'm out of anything else I can do.
Oh no.
What's that do? Oh, reduces your, you lose a number of hit points equal to your level times the drained value, and your maximum hit points are reduced by the same amount. Oof.
Yikes.
Yes.
It's out of there!
Yeah, he's gonna do that. So he's gonna tell Lucia to move because otherwise she won't. And then he's going to take 2 actions to also move. So I guess Perto runs 50 feet to the left, and Bear goes 70 feet to the left, and just tries to book it out of there. I don't know if Sir's just muted or if that was intended.
sorry,
That's great.
sorry.
That was great. Just
Yes.
like in Shadow's turn, just watches token move.
Sorry, no, I was looking. She looks at Renali. She's like, sorry. And then she shouts at Mosito, "We are leaving!" And books it into the brush. Hobbles in best.
But she's not grappled by it, right? Like she
She's
can.
not conscious. She's down.
Oh, I missed that. Fuck. Oops.
Oh.
Wah wah.
Renali.
Get out of there, Msadu!
Go for Renali.
How did it do that? If you don't mind me asking, like out of character.
Oh, that's
'Cause
true. Is that a spell? Can I recognize spell on that?
Yeah, no, we're not within range of anything.
Well,
We
like,
got-
for
True.
example, if it was like a teleport spell, some of those require that you have line of sight to where you're going.
Mm.
Sorry, I don't want to metagame, but like I'm just trying to get us out of this alive.
Oh, believe me, no. I felt the same way when I was like, that horse really can't climb down that ladder with two hands. Like, I felt bad, but it was like critical. You got to go to the.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Yo, yeah.
No, not yet. I spent one action to test that, and then I moved, but I'm still within line of sight. I think I can see Renali and the thing. So I'm going to look at my list of spells I got here. Hold on. Man, I don't got much left. I would be within 60 feet of it. So I'm going to use my my second to last second level slot. That's a shitty roll.
Hmm.
Oh,
Oh,
Ooh.
that's good, right?
I think it takes double. Would fail.
Come on. Okay, question. I know in Pathfinder 1, when flying creatures take damage, they have a chance of falling. Is that a thing here?
I'm attacking this one right here.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, and then I'm going to use one more action. Like that was my Hail Mary to try to save Renali. So I'm going to then book it with my other action.
All right. All right. I will move to here, and I will find Renali.
Hey, have you battle medicined Renali yet?
I have not. God damn it. Okay, well, at least she's healed for something.
I gotta fight.
How much is something? Yeah. Oh, no.
One
I mean,
d6.
not much.
It's like 2d8 plus, or
It's
yeah,
just 2d8.
yeah.
Literally something.
Well, I mean, as opposed to nothing.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Hey, it's not bad because she's next. So, and battle medicine's only one action, so you still have another move if you wanted to.
Yeah, I guess so. I'll go ahead and try to. I'll try to get away.
Oh, is okay. Awesome.
I thought it was up in the air.
Yeah, the rock's
oh, yeah,
in the
20
air.
feet up. Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Ooh,
I thought
ooh.
that too. I was like,
Oh, good
hold my
call.
breath. I'm like, oh god, he's gonna get attacked.
There we go. Stupid bird.
Cinder can take a hit.
Oh, she's in fucking. Oh, she's in melee range of the rock, though. No, never mind. We just went through this. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb.
Fucking
I'm trying to
nerve-wracking.
think. I'm just like, are we gonna get away with this, or is she just gonna get
We're
immediately
all
murdered
staring
again?
at the woods, just like we're not. Get
Oh,
it
she's
in!
still just going for it. Okay.
Jeez, this thing has got to be on its last legs, but man, so are we.
Yeah. Really.
Yes. Okay, party blow. Totally, Shinama's like thumbs up in there.
Uh-oh.
Hey.
My mic's muted. Oh my god, my mic's muted this whole time. Fuck my what?
I guess, has MC2 taken any damage to that?
No. I don't think
Okay.
it.
Let me make sure it's actually off.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Seven, your video.
Okay, no problem.
I can grow back.
We have an extra gourd. Don't worry.
Okay.
It's Halloween, so you'll be a pumpkin.
Wait, yeah, wasn't it actually wasn't it a plot point that you started planting a second body at the keep?
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, I started
you
planting
did.
bodies, but that doesn't mean that it actually works. I don't know if it works or not.
True. Although
So-
17, it's
the claw. So the claw. I'm assuming that misses. The 17 misses.
It,
Then it'll do a move claw. Then do another claw.
oh.
16. Both claws miss. This is
no.
very fortunate because it does have a grab if it hits. So
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was. Remember he said that. I was like, he grabs him. Not over.
MC2 just gets yoinked at the end.
Perto is.
Okay.
Are you gone or?
No, so I moved 50 feet, so that means I would be effectively 25 feet further off the map, which means that because that's my hunted target, I ignore the first range increment, so as long as it's within 120 feet, it would be normal. So I'm not going to keep booking it because... What's up?
I was gonna say, but we also have a lot of trees, so I think wouldn't that like grant a
Oh, I
concealment?
guess that's true.
Don't you
Or
ignore
like
concealment
cover.
on your target? Or do you not?
Oh, I might?
A hunted prey, I think.
That's a good point.
The rock has a little symbol.
Um...
And you did a knowledge check against the rock.
I mean,
Because you-
yeah, I definitely see. I do ignore the penalty for second range
Oh
increment.
no, I guess it no.
Is that might be a separate class feat to ignore concealment? Oh, I think that's the precision strike feat where I can like get a +2 onto my attack and ignore concealment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's,
But I mean, if we're ruling, then does it have concealment? I guess. Am I allowed to take shots at it? I just feel like I don't want to necessarily run away if MC2's still there or whatever. Like I'm trying to cover.
I mean, I would say
you
you have. I mean, because it's up in the air, so you can kind of make it out a bit. I mean, I'll say try and see what happens.
Okay. So just an absolute flurry of arrows out of the
Yes.
forest.
Oh.
Damn.
Unfortunately, all misses.
Yep.
Hey, I
I
think
think
it
it's
gets
fly
flat
out.
footed, does it?
So it does.
I think it
get
gets rid of one of the images, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Hopefully he's lost his taste for battle.
Shanava's turn.
Jeez. Let's see.
Is the Cyberson a demon? No,
Well,
it's not.
she's going to go stand ready She's, let's see, she was here. So is it? So she's about 15 feet deeper in than us. But
Okay.
she's going to hang out and
Cannot
watch
believe I have my
for
mic
Macedo
muted for like
come in
30 minutes. God damn.
and ready in action. This thing, gets close.
Okay.
It's going to try to intercept wherever Macedo is, like here. Kurdo's like, back castle.
Oh, it's in a 20-foot
I mean,
emanation from any of the dancing rocks. Okay.
This thing is hurting bad. It can't be.
Yeah, that's
Can't
why I was
be-
hoping. I was hoping for maybe out of my 4 shots, I'd get either one lucky hit
Yeah.
or even a crit. And maybe that would take it down. 'Cause I feel like it's just on its last legs.
Oh
If we
shit!
could land a hit on it, maybe. But
Okay.
Then we still have to deal with the murder monkey and all the other shit there.
oh yeah, I don't think we would necessarily deal with all that stuff right now. But if we could at least kill this, we'd be able
Oh,
to
they're both
do a much
really
safer
hurt.
retreat. Yeah.
Right, it'll swoop down towards.
Yeah, where this thing's going to be able to follow us, basically.
And it'll use a talon attack.
Huh.
28 to hit. Okay, that's 18 points of slashing damage. And that's a natural 1.
Oh.
Okay.
Now it's about 10. It's about like 10 feet above MC2.
Oh, so it's still flying, okay.
Yeah, it's still flying.
Oh, because reach does, yeah.
Elijah's gone. Correct?
Gone, and gone.
Okay, Van.
This is my last one. Illusory object has a range of 500 feet. So I'm going to make a little, like, here, let me polygon
I
line
think
this.
about Macedo get away.
Yeah, like a little overhang here so that Mcedo can fucking book it.
Van just spawns a gazebo around MC2.
Roll initiative.
Oh my.
MC2 stone. Wait, so is it over MC2 or like around MC2?
Yeah, so like think of it like an L-shaped, like, how do I say it? Like a corner.
Like an alcove type thing?
Yeah, like a corner. So like it provides it's like
It's a wall with like.
It's just
with a
bunch of
ceiling.
vines.
It's
Okay.
a wall with a ceiling,
Okay.
basically.
All right. Well, in that case, double move away.
Get out of there. Now, a double move will probably get him where the
50 feet.
canopy is too thick to fly in, I'm
It
hoping.
would give me 50 feet.
Well, you can triple move, right?
Oh, I can? Okay, in that case, I'll triple
Well,
move.
you have 3 actions, right? You can use all
Yeah,
of
I
the movement.
did
Unless
say
you
I
did
could do
something
that.
else, I missed it. But
Did not say I could do math.
I'm just.
Freaking
Hmm.
Shriek would have just been right there.
I'm just seeing if it technically can hit MC2 on that square or not.
Well, well, if MC2 goes this way and then gets out, he should be
Okay.
fine.
Alright. MC2's gone.
Stop trying to kill us.
No, it's good.
I mean, we really did this to ourselves. This is
Yeah, we don't need help.
This is
yeah.
basically-
I was so hoping I was going to be able to take down the rock with like a fadeaway shot as we're all retreating.
That would have been amazing. That would have been so great.
I really thought I was going to be able to get to it. I was like,
Yeah.
I've had a couple of crits today, like just that one hit, just the one. all I needed.
I would have rallied the troops.
I mean, not really. We definitely still would have booked it the fuck out, but we would have
Yeah.
just not had to worry about it eating us on the way out.
Crit on this
just
thing
having
might
that
have
broken
dropped it.
shed.
Because I'm again still very concerned that this thing has a fly speed where it will be able to just follow us through the jungle. Because it seems like the kind of thing that would ruthlessly hunt us to death.
Yeah, you're probably not wrong.
Alright. This creature is gonna take to the air looking for you guys.
Oh.
Is Perto, so you, what are you doing? You gone or are you?
Oh yeah. So as if MC2 gets out of there, yeah, I am also, me and Bear are going to use actions to run. So I guess what, that's two movements for me because I have to give it a movement, and then it takes 2 movements or whatever.
Mm-hmm. All right.
But yeah, we are thoroughly just running, booking it if everyone else is actually out of combat now.
Oh yeah. And how?
Okay.
Could have let another volley through, but at this point, it's just not worth it.
Gotta get some cold eye and arrows.
Yeah.
To the monkeys and vultures. But
Yeah, I mean the Characot didn't come up after finishing off that dinosaur, which is surprising.
probably too.
Not that I'm complaining too much. We
Sure,
would have
yeah.
probably just got caught in the middle of it, but
Okay. Rockwell. Let's see what it was from perception check. Jesus Christ. Okay. So I guess I'll spend an action interacting. Well, actually, because I guess it would have seen an MC to run out of its reach. I'll say it gives some chase, but with a lack of having everybody run, we'll just say you guys run into the woods as fast as you can. Well, just so you don't have to. No, I mean, it technically, like, it definitely says you guys.
I know you're not asking for it, but I'm just like, let me just see.
Shinava's screaming the entire time.
Shinava just absolutely delirious from going unconscious twice. Is like, "Shh, we're hiding."
What?
I think it was a win just for all of us to get out of there alive.
I can't believe that. I thought Ronaldo was
Yeah.
dead. Missy
I mean,
is
Yeah.
Other
combat.
than, yeah, I mean, geez, like that was mostly just the rock that fucked us up, wasn't it? Like,
Yep.
Elijah took like 1 hit from the dinosaur. Perto was at 27 hit points to begin with because I completely forgot I took damage in the previous encounter and
Yeah,
forgot
I was like,
to
you
get
dropped
healed
on that
up on
first
that.
hit. I was like, what?
Yeah, I completely forgot to get healed up, and then even when fucking Hobo was like, "Hey, so who needs healing?" and like I didn't speak up because I just assumed I was at full health, and then I flipped over to my other page like 3 rounds later, and I was like, "Oh no!"
Mistakes were made.
But it was mostly just that rock that was so difficult. Jeez.
I mean, we were fragmented. Elijah was pretty much
Yeah, we weren't
out of
like
the-
positioned
out of the
for it. I mean,
combat
we
for the
also
entire
had absolutely no idea that thing was going to show up. that was that was a lot.
Yeah.
we got the
Oh look, there's a
dino.
spider nest.
If we
Let's
could
worry
have,
about
see, that's
spiders.
the thing. If we could have
Not.
got it to fight the dino and then fought both of them from range, maybe we would have been a better chance of doing it. But man,
Wow.
that was unexpected. Holy cow!
Well, we did kill them. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was like an assassination job. We went in.
That's true. We
killed
came
them
in
and then
there. We killed the dude in that hut. We got rid of their dinosaur for the workforce, I guess. So we kind of crippled their operation, or at least did
Oh.
damage to it. It looks like, but oh man,
Okay.
I'm still trying to figure out like next time we come back, what do we do differently about that rock? Because I assume it'll also heal up.
I have a lot more information. Once we get to where we're going.
All right, so let's say you guys get out and you find camp someplace.
Mm-hmm.
Very far away. Okay, so we made it out
All
alive.
right.
Wait, sorry, what are
Well,
these P's on the map? What?
So, one of the I mentioned it briefly, I think, but this is the actual. So, some of the papers and stuff that Elijah took, correct what Van says,
Oh yeah.
indicates exactly where in the jungle these draconic pillars are located.
Okay.
It also
Oh.
indicates, and I put it labeled by the F, where the cultists' main base is located.
What the hell is
cool.
this then?
I mean,
Okay.
some kind of output. I mean, I guess their arsenic mining operation.
Yeah. Okay, cool. We don't need to go back then. We're done with
Well-
that place.
Did we get the pillar in that location?
You did not.
No,
Did we
it was
need
probably
to-
at the bottom of that pit. So,
Yeah,
so
probably
no, we
was.
didn't.
But my question is, do we need to do something with the pillar, or are the pillars just like?
I think we should talk to the elephant people.
Well,
Yeah,
remember,
we should probably talk to them.
the elves were like, those pillars are affecting us.
Yeah, it makes
you
them
know,
blind.
It makes them
Right.
blind. So,
Right.
Oh,
and they're so I think it would make sense if we're trying to help them and get rid of the cultists for good to take care of all the pillars, because it specifically targets them.
okay.
Yeah, I think we'll probably have to go back to this
So
spot.
why don't we take a day to backtrack back to here, rest up and heal up, and then go deal with this pillar there.
When we rest, do we level?
Good. So, first things first, I guess Perta will have to make the camp check.
Oh right, survival. All right.
Oh yeah, I'll says.
Do. And because I remember to ask this time, is that supposed to be a secret check? Or does it matter?
I don't know. I thought.
Okay.
Hey,
Do-
boom.
So you guys you guys set up a camp, mosquito net up, and they get everything set up, and are able to rest a bit. So you get any points you get from resting, and so we will take a break at this point. So we'll have to take a break as well. Plus, you guys will also officially level up to level 6.
Yay!
Hooray!
Kill anything that we didn't kill that much, but we sure as hell experienced.
Yeah. We were there when the
We
dinosaur died. We
experienced
leached
destruction.
experience from the Charukov.
So you're gonna be out of the XP range. All right, now I'm gonna have a feat. You know, it was coming down to a feat. The feat I was gonna pick was something that lets me use my shield hand to interact with objects, which I thought, oh, that's cool for potions or opening doors. Or there's another
I'll be
feat I
right
could
back.
pick that if I had my shield raised.
Try this without messing up the mic. Okay. I am back.
Am here.
Cool beans. How much? I always forget. How many points do you get from resting? I think it's like your con. I think it's your level plus your con. Oh, it's like your level times your con. I think it is.
I can't make my hit points match what I'm supposed to have. I don't know how to
It
change.
shouldn't be different.
Well, my max
Yeah.
should be 83.
Check your ancestry and your class hit points under the little.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're supposed to
That's a
be.
modifier.
You're human, right?
Ancestry
8 ancestry, and
Okay.
then fighter Should be 10.
That's what I have for class.
Yeah.
Um,
Ancestry for 8. And then fighter is 10. Yeah. Did you take toughness?
You.
Yes.
Then the ancestry should go up by 1.
Okay. And for other, what should that be?
I would just, I don't know. I think that's just like you can add like 3, and it would add the 3 in there.
Now I see mine.
But toughness, you can just add on to your ancestry because you get an extra 1 hit point, or 1 hit point per level.
For that.
So which one is this? This is the
Class, not ancestry. But yeah.
Pillar.
So 7. Yeah, because your class goes up every level.
Yeah.
Ancestry is static.
According to hero level, it's supposed to 86 hits. So it's 10 per
So
level.
I would, yeah,
right?
so I would do ancestry 8, class 11, because you got 10 plus toughness. And that should bring you up to what you're supposed to be at.
Plus Constitution.
Well, yeah, Constitution will automatically add itself in the thing. This is what I'm talking about right here. Where are you?
Oh, that was a.
Yeah, no, I see that. Just use more.
I think I'm all set.
Yeah, I should have 78. I'm getting 13 per level. My con modifier with the toughness. Oh no, I didn't even add the base of an 8. Yeah, 86. Okay. It's just not. Okay, let me add ancestry.
Ancestry should always just be 8. Class,
It's just not adding my con modifier.
check. That's weird. Your con modifier is set up right? You don't.
Oh, and there's a 14 con.
I don't know what's going on then. You upped your stats last level, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't sure.
We will figure it out. Okay. Besides that, is anyone still leveling?
No.
Is everybody else back, or are they still AFK?
I'm here. Well,
Yep, I'm here.
All right. Cosmo and Hubbo.
I just need to add stuff to my Roll20 sheet, but I'm ready.
Okay.
I think mine are all set. Yep, I got my skills. I'm sneaky too now.
Did any healing happen? Did any MC2 healing happen?
It hasn't happened yet because people were AFK, but I will do it now.
Okay.
I assume that I'm just rubbing mud on people,
Yeah.
all night. And I have assurance now, so I literally cannot fail the DC 20 thing. So everyone will get 2d8 plus 10 every 10 minutes. I could do 2 people at a time. So, Perto and the bear. That's for the bear.
Oh, actually, I can do bear and stuff now. I
2
have
bear.
heal companion.
The
It didn't
26
roll
for
anything.
Perto.
That's fine. Okay.
Is
26 for
Okay,
Percho, at least.
Yeah.
Is there a limit to how
Eli-
much mud you can do on someone?
every
The
10 minutes.
medics, yeah, the medic stuff lets you do it.
Yeah, I'm the same because because since you guys are basically resting, like if there's no restriction, I'm assuming you just keep mudding people until
No.
Yeah.
until everyone's
Yeah,
back to
and since
full.
I can make berries every 10 minutes,
Alright, I'm
then
back.
I also can just force feed people berries while I rub mud on them.
Yeah, so it's safe
so
to
yeah.
assume
I was
that,
gonna say,
that
yeah,
everyone's
I
at full
also-
health. Is
Yeah,
There you
I
go.
also have a 3d8 heal I can use every 10 minutes.
Whew. Nice.
So, just standing around for a couple hours, yeah, we definitely have enough healing.
Also,
Spam.
don't forget, Hobo, because of medic dedication, you heal an additional 5 HP when you hit the DC 20.
Oh.
It's
that's
not
cool.
just the 2d8 plus 10, it's 2d8 plus 15.
Hooray!
Okay, well, I'm back.
Wow. That's so sad.
No.
all right. Okay. So with that, you guys rest and
Somehow
recover.
feel stronger.
Feel stronger even though we got
Our asses handed
beat
to
up
us.
real bad, yeah.
Sorry, Rob, go ahead.
I don't know. So as you guys rest, what is your guys' plan?
Okay, so all of you guys, I really recommend, if you can, get brought back to life as plants, and your life will be so much better.
No.
Also, as a sign of just because I forgot to mention it at the top of the session, all the stuff that you guys looted from the building, I added to the loot list as well.
Oh, neat.
So it's 3 more lesser elixirs of life, striking snare, the traveler's any tool, the pouch that has the 20 gold nuggets, 4 greater antidotes. Actually, no, I think that was from something else. 2 moderate healing potions, and
I guess I can identify the talisman and the potions then. Where's my thing? Secret check?
Oh, I also now, sorry, as you're figuring out your checks and things, I took a skill feat that called Root Magic, where basically every day I can assemble a small pouch with bits of herbs, hair, sacred oils, and other ritual ingredients. And I can give it to one ally, and it basically just gives you a +2 circumstance bonus on your first spell saving throw per day. So I'll just hand that to Shinava, I guess, because I assume you'll need it.
Okay, it's a talisman.
It says talismans, but it's not really a talisman. It's just an occult It's an occultism skill feat. And it basically the first time that day the ally attempts a saving throw against a spell, they gain a +1 circumstance. And then it increases the +2 if I'm an expert, which I am. So just the first spell you do a saving throw against, you just get +2.
Or haunt.
Very nice.
Or haunt, yeah, whatever haunt is. I assume that's some other AP specific thing or something.
Haunts are like ghost traps.
They're like ghost traps, yeah.
Oh, okay, so they are just things. Okay, so yeah, it works for either of those, and it's just a free +2 once per day. So why not? Because Elijah, I know, also picked up trick magic items, so I was just like, I'll grab something else then. We've got too many people with magic item things.
Alright, so the things you do, so the first thing, the talisman, which is it's like a severed, looks to be like half of like a severed human hand. It is a Grim Trophy.
Oh,
So the Grim Trophy, you fix it to your armor, you spend an action. The trigger is if you attempt an intimidation check to coerce or demoralize, and you're an expert in it. Before you make the roll, you must activate it. And then when you do, you can intimidate 2 people from 1 action.
oh, that's awesome. And she got to put a head on a piece of armor for that.
And it's only a 1-use item? Holy shit, it's 55 gold.
Yeah, it's a 55 gold consumable. That's
Jesus.
It's a level 7 talisman. Holy cow.
Jeez.
And then the potions are 2 young dragons potions. Specifically, they are white dragon breath potions.
That's fun.
Dragon's breath potions, young. So it does 4d6 cold damage.
Yes, in a 15-foot cold, 15-foot cone.
Oh wow. Also 70 GP each.
Yes. Welcome to Pathfinder, where everything costs a lot of money.
70?
It's a level 7 potion.
Jeez. Could we go to the elephant place and maybe see if they have a market there?
Right?
I'm serious. I think we need to go there. Put these pillars on hold. Just let's figure out what we're dealing with.
So with
Maybe
that,
we can
where do you
talk.
guys go for the day?
Starva wants to learn more about these.
So I think
After
we're going
this
to go
near-death
back to the.
So yeah, it would be what 1, 2.
Well, I thought we were going to go to the dragon pillar there and disable it before we keep on going.
Yeah, it would. Wait, no, it's 5. So that's a day, 2 days, 3 days. Yeah, it would take us 4 days to get to the village.
Okay, then we should definitely do the pillar thing first, since it's here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we can get to 3 pillars on the way there, so I'm sure that that'll help out the elves.
Mm-hmm. We're definitely better, I feel like, prepared this time. But yeah.
We still don't know what
definitely-
we're walking into.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Okay, so you
Because we
made
fought the half Charaka, half dragon thing, which is also a pretty tough fight. But I guess so. Going into it, I assume all the pillars are going to have the same shoot lasers to blind us thing. So I guess what's our tactic there? Are we still going to just try to brush it, or?
Well, if we go in, I think is the cure blindness on your spell list, C2? I forgot what it's called.
I think so. No,
Cure blindness.
Yeah, I want to make sure we have like a good plan of how to deal with that before we head
Before we
into the
die.
next one.
Restore senses. It's a 2nd level primal spell.
I can do it.
I don't have access to it. It's literally on everything except for fucking arcane.
Of course.
Why are we dealing with these pillars? Really? I mean, we know that
Because they're
they're.
messing with the elves, and I guess we want the elves to like us.
I think they like us.
It's
But they like us more.
It's also like blocking their. If I remember correctly, they said something about it like blocking their magic and their vision, like not just like the normal vision when they go near it, but like they're specifically set up to fuck with the elves.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, yeah,
and
the cult is definitely purposely putting these here, so I have no problem like just going through and systematically taking them down.
and not only that, but like if the cultists are putting them up, there must be a reason.
Mm-hmm.
So taking care of them
Yeah.
might do something that we're not aware of.
Yeah.
And whatever reason they have can only be bad for the rest of us.
Right.
Exactly.
Worst case scenario is that we find out we didn't need to destroy them all and can just assault the cult base and waste a couple of days doing that and go through a couple more encounters. But if we find out that the number of pillars is helping fuel some ritual and makes a boss fight much harder later, I'm all for just taking these things down.
Maybe each pillar is summoning its own Vrock or something, and so
Oh, yeah, it could
No.
even be something like that. Who knows?
No more Vrocks.
I don't know. I mean, I guess based on that one dude, it looks like the dragon cultist people are trying to turn themselves into dragons, or are at least, gaining dragon-like abilities and gifts. And there's a good chance these pillars are involved.
Six is the Kishu fight.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure we have a way to deal with the blindness, so we don't run into the issue we did before, where someone gets blinded for hours.
Yeah, no, the Restore Senses is only a second level spell. It's just we weren't really prepped for it before, so.
Correct. Yeah, exactly. That's why I just want to make sure we are prepped.
Well, we're prepped for it now.
Perfect.
Do it.
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Get it done.
What is the marching order through the woods? Or jungle, sorry.
To the jungle. I don't want to be in the back because I'll get ganked.
I was gonna say Perto can go in the back because I have range, so I can shoot stuff up front. But I can also melee if we're jumped from behind.
3 archers and then 1 green
I guess I will.
Did it not
Yeah.
pause on me?
I guess
Yeah, so-
Renali and Van are pretty much in the middle, I guess, and MC2.
Whoever's shoulder MC2 is riding on, yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Taking advantage of the fact that he's basically a Raxolite, but Pathfinder.
Okay.
Man, I love how that mission kind of just ended up as like a normal stealth mission in a video game. We actually went in, did a pretty good job of assassinating that one dude, and then just like one thing happened where we got discovered on accident because we didn't think of the fact that Elijah was outside of the invisibility sphere, and so much stuff goes wrong from there. It's just very classic.
If Ben was there, he would have been like, "You can't do that." We didn't know how the spell worked.
Yeah.
See, this is what happens when you abandon us.
I guess.
I mean, this
now-
happens when you don't abandon us, but
There's just a little bit more argument before it happens.
All right. So as
The
you
important
guys,
thing. Oh, go ahead.
no, so as you guys make your way through the jungle, this area is quite dense. It's quite thick, and as you kind of get to this area, all the sounds of the jungle that you guys have been constantly hearing, the birds, the frogs, the insects, over here it's strangely quiet. As you approach and kind of make your way through the thick jungle, you can see there's a clearing up ahead, and you can see an ominous, familiar pillar with a dragon's head on it. This one is kind of carved, and it has like an indigo color to it.
Okay.
You see, there's about 3 or 4 of these. They resemble like frog-like creatures, not boggers, but something a bit more smaller than those. I'm all kind of just standing around the pillar.
Well, I can tell you right now, my fireball has a 500-foot range, so we can just take care of them.
Can I try to identify them?
Sure. I would be society. Or...
I could do that too. Hold on. Secret skills.
I don't know shit about society, but you know.
You live in a society.
They are Grippleys.
Oh, they're precious.
Oh, they are adorable little frog people.
Aw.
Cool,
They're
yeah.
not getting zapped by the pillar.
We should invite them to come live with us because they're a little too close to the pillar for comfort there.
So I'll say, so first things first, as you guys get closer within range, who's leading the charge? Like, I'm assuming Shanawa's leading the charge?
So, real quick.
Well, is there a charge?
Well, like, who's like in front?
Oh, well, Elijah was in front. He's a stealth.
Yeah, Elijah is up front. Elijah's on point.
So, I have a question.
Okay.
I don't know, do these things rely on like line of sight? So if I like put up a fake wall, could it not shoot us because it can't see us? Or is it like magic and just doesn't give a shit about that crap?
And it probably needs line of sight, so maybe that would work.
That's why I'm asking. I'm not sure how.
It operates on any other senses.
Yeah, it would need vision, yeah. So I guess, I mean, if you wanted to make a wall up to give you guys ability to get close enough to it.
All right.
We also have to consider the Gripply, though. I don't know. Based on our knowledge of the Gripply, are they generally hostile to outsiders, or friendly, or neutral, or
I think we could count on this being a fight.
If they're standing next to a pillar and they're not getting shot at, yeah, if they're not getting shot at by this pillar, I don't think that they're friends with us.
I was hopeful that maybe that wouldn't be the case, and we could just be like, "Hey, dudes, you're awesome. Come move in with us."
I mean, the only
We
thing
got room for some Ripley in the courtyard of our keep.
The only thing I would say is that they're a more hunter-gatherer type than like boggards that might be a bit more aggressive.
Oh.
So I mean, that may be the only like caveat that you may, if you want to make an actual distinction that you would know.
So
Okay.
do we want to attack them from here, draw them to us, and then take
Yes.
care of the pillar after? 'Cause I can do that.
think it will be far safer for us to do that, to deal with them outside of the range of the pillar, whatever the range of the pillar is.
The other one was 120 feet.
Yeah, because that's
well,
exactly
it's-
when I got zapped. Because that's the range of magic, or dispel magic.
Can
Mm-hmm.
we see what kind of weapons they have?
Well, I guess it first would depend how close are you guys actually.
I'm not moving from where I am right now.
As soon as we get close enough that we can see them, we'd probably stop and have a conversation
Yeah,
about how we're
what's the
going to
max
handle them.
range?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I guess just sorry, quick question about the map. Is this actually like a ledge here? Like, is there elevation stuff going on
Yeah, I
between
said
here and
that.
here?
I said there's yeah, there's a slight ridge up there. Like,
Is it just like a 5 or 10 feet thing? Yeah.
yeah, it's about 5 feet, so you can
Okay,
climb to go up there. But
got it.
Fireball? Fireball?
Yeah, they probably do the same back to us. I bet. So is this kind of where we're at then? When is this the?
We're probably at least 120 feet out away because we don't want to be within range of that. But yeah.
So 120 feet would put us, I think, like just off the map.
just on
in
the
most
edge, yeah.
places. Yeah.
Now we could. I could cast invisibility sphere and we could sneak up.
That assumes that it doesn't have other arcane senses.
This is true. The only other thing I can think of is creating a wall around it so that it can't shoot out. Because it would need to be able to see us, I think, in order for that to happen. I don't know how this magic item works. I'm only operating on guesstimations.
That might be a good idea.
But
If it is an inanimate object, it's not going to be able to disbelieve the illusion. It'll just be effectively blinded.
well, my concern is that it has a different sort of gem in there, so it may not even do the same thing. It may I don't know, start throwing down powerful ray of frost or something instead of.
If it can't shoot whatever the hell it is.
Oh,
That's the hope.
well, then why don't we try to draw those things to us? And then, during my illusions last a long time. They last 10 minutes. So, I'm fine with casting it and then trying to walk up to it and see if it triggers. I'll take the blunt of it. MC2's got me if I go blind. So
Maybe.
Well, I would still like to try. Maybe see if we can't get some sort of peaceful resolution with the
cultists,
the frogs, the Gripply.
the ones that are within the range of the pillar and are not getting shot at.
There is no. You go ahead. Go talk to them. We'll wait for you here. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm not going to get within range of the thing.
There's no talking.
I applaud your what's the word I'm looking for? Optimism.
I was going to say naivety, but optimism is also nice.
I was being nice, but I think we should just count on this being a fight.
Eliza, make a perception check.
Oh.
Is this secret or no?
Yeah. It's secret.
Keep it secret.
I'll say just for just kind of to help just kind of for your idea of thinking that and looking kind of examining the situation a bit and plus your sharp eyes, you do see the four Gripplies that are kind of standing there looking like kind of hanging out around the pillow. You can see that they all have like an indigo like shade over their eyes.
Oh,
Interesting.
So they're probably members of the same Gripply clan or whatever.
Does that mean anything?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think does that supposed to mean something?
I would say
Sorry, when you say indigo shade, as in like they literally just have a blindfold, or shade as in they have like this kind of magical effect over their face?
As in like their eyes have like a glowing like indigo sheen to them.
Oh.
Okay, but is this a known good thing, known bad thing?
It is. I'll say based on your team's checks, it is not something that group is unknown to have. So it is not a native feature.
Interesting.
You don't know what it might be, but
Well, we could do
It,
it
sou-
off.
it sounds like the pillar is either controlling them or has given them some special vision or something.
do with that what you wish.
Or perhaps this
That's all I can
special
say.
vision is what allows them to not be zapped by the pillar.
Right.
Why don't you make Elijah invisible?
Mm,
I guess the big
Is the
question would be,
invisibility invisibility sphere when you cast it always have to be centered on you? Is it like a thing, or can we do it and just have Elijah try to sneak up there,
I think
do
he's
his
got
thievery thing?
too, right?
I mean, I could cast it on Elijah. Hold on, let me check.
I'm wondering if that's the best idea to have Elijah go up stealth, disable it, and then we
Well,
open up on him.
Ability, because it's not a hostile action.
Your other
You and all
option,
targets. Go ahead.
your other option, if you can't, is you could technically have Renata join you, and she has invisibility.
That's true. She does. Yeah.
Oh.
If that's the route we want to go.
Yeah.
Well,
I think we should do that. See how it affects them.
yeah. Because if they're, I don't like. Can I like roll an arcane check on this like shade thing? That's if he explains it to us. Like-
of course I would point that out.
Yeah. I'm worried it just gives him true sight or something.
I doubt that.
Jesus.
I would say
or something similar.
Yeah, I mean, you could try. You can certainly try, as they say. You.
Do you have Arcana, Elijah?
I do.
Doesn't say what's the other pillars technically
I've got
considered.
just about everything.
Everybody rolls Arcana.
Except
Hey man,
for
even if I
ravage
fail, I
and,
just get a wrong answer now.
performance.
I will not be participating in these. No,
It's not. I mean,
And I was like, oh, maybe they have.
Or I guess this would be what identified magic or something. It's not
Yeah.
occult knowledge, so never mind. I
We
wouldn't,
just
but
stand around arguing about magic, and then the monsters just shoot us.
it
It can happen.
you don't
Yeah,
really
they
know
should.
what the effect could be. Basically, the only thing that you guys are able to determine is that there definitely is a connection between the Gribblies and the pillar, as the indigo glow matches the color of the pillar. It'd be that
Mhm.
good or bad. You don't know which way that
right.
would swing.
All right. So, out of all of us, who is the sneaky? I can be sneaky. Elijah, obviously. Perto, are you sneaky?
No,
And C2.
I don't think so. Oh, I mean, I do have a 12 in it, but I assume that's what, like, I assume
That's
a lot
better than
better
mine.
than that.
Yeah,
Well, 'cause-
I've only got a 14, so 12 is not that
Oh,
bad.
so the 12's not that lower. Okay.
I got
12
10.
is actually pretty good.
Because what I was thinking is, so like everybody basically but Shanaba and the bear then. I was thinking we can cast an invisibility sphere, and those of us who can actually stealth can try to get up there. That way, if crap goes down, it's not just Elijah up there again, because that would be bad.
I mean, hey, no, the Bears actually got a plus 11.
All right, so everybody but Shanaba.
Shinava.
I'll hang out.
Oh, thanks. We leave our melee character behind. Oof. Feels bad.
Well, Shanaba can be at like that 125-foot range, just
Yeah,
chilling
so
out.
I mean, she just would have to basically use her first round running in, but
First,
that's not the worst.
Like 2 rounds to
Yeah.
get up there.
Well, I guess what's your movement?
It would take 5 25-foot moves to catch up to us.
Right.
So that's
20.
20?
Oh, right,
So,
right. Your armor
2
slows
rounds.
you down.
I'm clunky.
Oh.
Yeah.
2 rounds then.
I mean, that's not the worst plan. I do think we definitely need to deal with the pillar before everything else. If we fight this group under this pillar, I feel like that's just asking for trouble. I think we
'Cause
need to get rid of the pillar as fast as possible.
Yeah, my thought is we sneak up, right? Elijah tries to get to the thing and use thievery. If he fails, I can dispel magic. We'll have
Okay.
2 chances before combat starts.
Well, he can
Okay.
try. He can keep trying until he succeeds, right? I mean,
I mean,
it's not going to break the spell, will it?
I assume they'd hear though. Whatever
Yeah, he's
these.
effectively chiseling out the little
I mean,
gem or whatever.
If they're in a trance or whatever, yeah.
That's kind of making some
Yeah,
assumptions.
I mean, I think that's probably our best plan.
Or
If nothing else, then we just get to the point where we are trying to run in and just do the same thing anyways.
alternatively, Renali can cast invisibility on Elijah. Everybody else can be under an invisibility sphere. Elijah goes up ahead while we trail up behind just in case.
That sounds good.
That could work.
That way, Shinaba isn't left behind.
Okay, let's do that then.
Okay, so Elijah's invisible. Van cast invisibility sphere on himself. I'm assuming it's on yourself.
It has to be on me.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think, and this is what I was actually looking at a bit. So I think the way it works, for Elijah, is since you're invisible, it just seems to actually be a flat out like a bit broken now, because you're just undetected. So
Oh.
Yeah,
Right.
if they attempt to find the target, then they can make it hidden by doing a seek action or whatever the hell that is.
correct.
Yep.
Since they wouldn't know you're technically coming. Just give me 1 second. Be right back.
It seems kind of broken, but if anything has scent, they know he's there.
Mm-hmm.
Because while it's an imprecise thing, it isn't hampered by invisibilities, and that lets you point out which square he is within 30 feet if they have scent.
Frogs can't smell.
Well, we'll hope that the frogs have heard that one then.
These are so cute looking.
Oh,
Are
interesting.
they normally like evil cultists?
Usually neutral, I think.
Oh, wait, does one have a pet giant snake?
I don't know. There's a snake down there, and there's also a snake like to the north of us.
I was gonna say, I think
there's
that's
like one
I
over
saw
here.
that too, but
It's parts of the map, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, we're gonna have to ask Rob.
it doesn't have a token border,
I'm-
so
Yeah.
I'm pretty
doesn't have-
sure that a snake would eat it.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's a big snake compared to these things. These frogs.
Yeah. Well, if we have to throw down with these guys, just remember, geek the mage first, or the one that looks different. Get him first.
Get him. He looks different.
Well, he's probably the one that's going to be calling down.
Well, I guess
like,
actually,
juggernaut.
so before we have Elijah leave, maybe then my little pouch of herbs we'll give to Elijah. Then maybe if it does detect him and shoots him and counts as a spell, you'll get that +2.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, well, that's a plan.
not raising my attack either. Weird.
What's wrong?
I'm just seeing here. Hero Lab telling me that I should plus 17 on my bastard sword attack. But it hasn't changed. Maybe I didn't. Oh, the level didn't go up. That's why. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, that changes everything. Never mind.
Maybe that's why.
And now I have 98 hit points.
That's what it
Okay,
was.
That needs to be adjusted. That's good. Okay, cool. I swear I changed that level.
Before I had to go FK quickly. Technically, since you're undetected, you can technically move in without being detected, basically, unless they are actively looking for you.
Right. That's kind of what we were going off of when we were wandering camp.
Yeah, we were saying if they have scent, for example,
Ooh.
they would know when he gets within 30 feet. Period.
They don't.
Because it's one of the things that I got for in the imprecise senses. You can sense a creature automatically with an imprecise sense, but it has the hidden condition instead of observed. So you would know where it is. What I think hidden lets you know what square it's in.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I can't. Right.
So they do not have
Then yeah, they wouldn't.
sense. So then technically Elijah can go in any position he wants, and then you guys.
We're going to be bringing up the rear.
So you can put yourself accordingly. That is just map decoration. That's not an actual snake.
Okay.
We were like, that snake? They might have scent. Crap.
There was a little bit of concern there.
Yeah.
All right. So I assume everybody's going to be moving with me.
Tied at the waist.
And then Elijah can technically go wherever he wants to go to. I'm assuming that you'll be moving slow enough to kind of not make that much noise and all that.
Okay, down here, is this another ledge? Do I need to make a acrobatics check to scale it silently?
You can, but I'll also allow you to kind of go around as well if you need to, or go up. Yeah, I'm not that concerned about you like making your advancement up there.
All right. Well, I'm basically just using this as a shortcut to keep my distance from that dude there.
Mm-hmm.
So just and get to the base of the thing and begin the disable process.
Okay, so before that, how far back is Van and the group? So I guess wherever Van's gonna be.
Yeah, I figure we're gonna be probably like. Is this like difficult terrain basically right here? Or is that just map?
It wouldn't be difficult terrain. It's just map.
All right. Well, then we'd probably be waiting like right here, ready to rush in if anything happens.
It is difficult terrain, or is it not? Sorry.
It's not.
It's not.
Can we get close enough so we're close enough to see what they have as far as gear? I will.
I'll say 3 of them look to be archers. They have short bows, and then the one in the back seems to have what looks to be a staff. Okay. All right. So with you guys in that position, Eliza in that, so you can make your. Oh, you too. You can make your thievery check.
All right. I'm gonna hero point that. This feels important enough to drop a hero point on that.
Okay.
And
Base drop.
Base drop.
Holy
Hey!
shit!
Hey, that is a good usage of a hero point.
You sneak up behind, you get close to the pillar, and you at first kind of almost stumble and alert the pillar, but you bravely quickly rush in and quickly erase all the runes and disrupt the magical connection to the pillar as the pillar stops smoking, the smoke coming from its mouth quieting down a bit. As the pillar calms, you see the four her Grippleys, the indigo like glow to their eyes all fade as they all like look around and go. You see them all a bit confused at what just happened.
Just take a step to the left. And put the pillar between me and them.
do they have the cultist, marking? Yeah.
You do not see any. They looking around, not seeing anybody. They do not catch Elijah. They just start leaving.
Let's see.
Does anybody do anything, or do you guys just let them leave?
So let him leave.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take a wild guess here, but maybe they were getting high off the smoke coming out of the pillar.
After we say hello, maybe.
Can we go up and like look at the pillar and see if we can determine what it was doing?
I'll say make another Arcana check. Where's my... Your best guess, not really knowing how the pillars quite work, but based on the reaction and everything, you assume there's some sort of mind control domination type effect to those that get close to it.
Interesting. Okay. Well, that was successful. Jeez.
I love it when a plan works.
Good hero point indeed. Gift
Yeah.
encounter.
They have to
Wow.
kill any poor little geckos.
Yeah. Because, I mean, they were mind controlled, so I would have felt really bad.
Yeah.
Especially if we would have, like, dispelled it halfway through combat after we
And they're
already
like,
killed one of them.
Poor
or
thing.
something.
Things got
Oh,
chopped
man.
off.
Oh. Ooh. That went way better than the last one.
Yeah.
Guess we'll move on to the next. Or
Yeah, I guess we do want to set up camp for the night, and then we'll...
And then we'll
to the
move
next
on
one?
to the next one, yeah.
Correct.
Cool.
nothing around the immediate area. Nothing to search.
I'll make a perception check to look around the immediate area. Looking around the clearing, you do not, you do not see anything of significance. Anything left behind, anything around the pillar. There's nothing.
No Gripply left behind.
No people left behind.
The fuck?
I don't know, it keeps popping in the back. I like it.
You guys set up camp. Okay. Perto, make a perception check.
Okay. Perception.
Okay. As you guys setting up camp, you hear a bit of a noise, and you kind of see as you getting ready to set up camp, you can see kind of coming out through the thick jungle brush behind you a number of figures. You see 4 of them look to be boggards. And then you see kind of the one in the back is what looks to be a Charokar, but it seems to have similar to part where it's like it looks like a Charokar, but it has various like it has like a long scaly tail. Its face has like almost like a draconic like skull on it. I'll just actually see it.
Hey,
Oh boy.
Well, that's
nice.
Like what? Okay, so it's a normal Charokar. He's wearing he has like a dragon tail. It looks like.
Yeah, you can definitely see. He seems to have he has this long tail that's definitely a bit more.
Oh boy.
Draconic, and you can see as he kind of steps into out of like the brush, you see him kind of like drawing his sword as he like points towards you guys with the sword, screaming out in
Here to
balls.
negotiate terms of surrender, I take it?
Throw a fireball at him, like fuck him.
Yeah, this is a good time to pop off one of those fireballs.
who was that?
Oh, a thing go up.
Yep, and the roll initiative.
Yeah, see what happens. I knew it.
We're still on the same map. Oh yeah, there they are. Okay.
Oh yeah.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just need Renali. There you go. I keep like losing Renali's sheet. 12. Okay. Alright, with that, everyone's initiative. 3, 4, 5. Yep, everyone's there.
Whew. BRB, but I'm listening.
Also, so, I know this happened like while we were setting up camp and everything. Is it still light out?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
I'd say like light, like getting into the later part of the afternoon.
Right, okay, yeah, as long as it's not like twilight or proper night or something. Okay, cool.
Okay. First thing is the Charaka, who how long does invisibility sphere last? I'm assuming it's not like an hour-long thing.
Invisibility sphere lasts for invisibility sphere. It lasts 10 minutes.
Yeah, so it's gone.
Okay.
Seeing your group, you see the Charaka in the back. He begins to chant a bit, and you, what level? Pelta can recognize up to level 2.
um,
I think automatically, right?
yeah, it depends, what, like it depends what skill it would be, because now I'm an expert in religion and occultism, so I think the level I can recognize is higher. Let me pull this specific thing.
So I'll say religion.
Yeah, second level or lower for Arcana and Nature. 4 or lower if it's religion or occultism.
Okay. So you recognize as you see a familiar spark of a small red sphere begin to form as it lobs it, and suddenly another blast
boy.
of fire. Yes, as another fireball spell just
Every time!
erupts in the center of your group.
This,
Oh, reflex saves, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
One more level for evasion.
Oh man, good thing we gave Elijah the +2, huh?
Hey, that might critically succeed if he gets the +2.
That's true. Yeah.
That's a 33 with a +2. God, did I take root magic?
can I use my reaction? Or no?
No, I would say since you
No,
don't
no,
get your
right,
actions
okay.
yet. Yeah.
No, you wouldn't have one technically yet. You get a reaction along with your 3 actions per when your turn. So I think you don't start combat with one.
I don't think anybody fail. Okay.
I think that's a 1E rule, but let me see.
Is that just a 1E thing? Maybe I'm thinking of it incorrectly.
The GM determines whether you can use reaction before your first turn begins, depending on how the situation in which the encounter happens.
Okay.
So, like, if we heard them coming and we saw them,
Yeah,
and
it would be like if it was the surprise round versus because I guess I did if I use recognize
Okay.
spell, that is a reaction. So
Oh yeah, so it's okay. So then, yeah, I guess you could use your reaction for that.
Woo! All right, 24 then.
but then here, just because it might be important, I still roll just to see if I crit succeed on recognizing the spell, even though I recognized it automatically, just because then it can give me a +1 on the saving throw against said spell.
Okay. You don't crit succeed. All right. So let's go through. So then, Renali. Everybody except Lucia and Elijah take 23 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Eliza and Lucia both take about 11.
11. Okay.
did Elijah critically succeed with the 33?
No.
Darn.
Damn.
And then
Tried our best.
For its last action, it'll you see it wave its hand as you recognize a familiar shield spell. Oh, good.
Get that skill feat.
Damn those buggards. Oh, they're doing gang up tactics. They'll go.
Boggart will club. That hits. Another club. Oh, that's actually the wrong one. That should be 5 less. That still hits her. Okay, she takes 20 points of damage as it runs up and just dunk dunk. Two hits with the club right into her. This one will move up to MC2 and take 1 club attack against MC2. 28.
You hit.
11 points of bludgeoning damage. Second attack misses. First attack does hit against Renali for another 8 points of damage. And then 2 moves. Then 1 club against Puerto. That's a miss.
Yep.
Okay, brings it around to Puerto.
Okay. Perto is going to tell Lucia to move in here. Actually, my new thing, I got Companion's Cry, which basically I can spend 2 actions to tell my companion to do 3 instead. So Lucia's gonna make 2 attacks at it.
Nice.
With this nice old flanking. So she is going to make a Jaws attack first.
That hits.
Like Zoni.
Excellent. And then it's going to do a Claws attack, which is actually, because it's doing -4, but it's an agile. So technically it's 25 if that matters for crit thresholds or not. I doubt it.
Yeah, that quits actually.
Really?
Oh.
Okay, cool. Fucking 22 damage on that one. Fucking go, Lucia.
So you
Okay.
also just jaws claws and just rips, and you see the Boggart just like croaking in agony because mauled by this bear.
Excellent. And then I will attempt to hit it with my Cinder Claw Gauntlet. Finish it off. Nope. Rolled a 2.
Oh, the gauntlet.
Technically, because it's flanking, and that does hit.
Really? Okay. Well, I'll take it.
So you just streak across with your claws. It just rips and kills that one.
Sweet.
Elijah's turn.
Alrighty. Okay, so I zip around there, and then
How many?
the old Kamba. And if he is flat-footed to me, because either he hasn't acted yet or because he's trying to kill MC2, I am also going to sneak attack his ass.
Okay, so that is a crit.
I think it's dead.
So that's 26 plus 20, or is it?
Let's see. Yeah, 26 plus whatever the sneak attack bonus is.
Does the sneak attack
Does sneak
get
attack
doubled?
multiply?
Oh, right, because it's a D8 sneak attack or D8 crit, so 28 plus sneak attack.
Okay, so Elijah sneaks around and just stabs it with a rapier from the back, and that kills that one.
Y'all came to the wrong neighborhood.
Yep.
Finale is going to bite. That hits. That misses. So 11 points of piercing damage on the one to the left. Okay, Shanava's turn.
Okay. She is going advance.
Trying to throw a fireball. If I throw it here, it won't hit anybody except the boggards and the Charukai. So as long as you stay out of this square,
Oh, it's a
Or the
20
upper
foot
square.
radius
Yeah,
thing.
I'll just move up. If you're announcing you're gonna launch a fireball, I'm gonna. I'll be like, okay, I'll just stop here then.
Will do.
Elijah's the outer zone as far as I'm concerned. Okay. Just gonna step forward, keep her shield
I
raised.
hope I can see this without a bit more.
Wait.
That's a crit. You just heavy swing, slash right into it. It's looking pretty rough, but after that one, MC2.
Not a crit. Huh?
It was a
All
crit,
right.
yeah.
Oh, that was a crit. Okay,
Yeah.
so double damage.
How doing back there? Just flinging spells at people.
Yes, basically.
yeah.
All right. Well, I will have Precious and Raton both fly over this way. What are you doing? What is that? It's fine. She'll be fine.
She'll be
And-
fine.
What?
Nothing. She'll be fine.
Out of range, it's fine.
Okay. And thanks to my new feat familiar conduit, I am going to cast Sudden Bolt through her body.
Oh. Well, that's
That's fun.
Oh.
Yeah,
16 damage is still pretty good, though.
Oh, that dirty bastard.
Jeez. 40-12, wow.
Jesus.
So it,
That's a great spell.
the ball of lightning strikes into it and winces in pain as it gets hit by the bolt. Van's turn.
Van looks down at his smoldering clothes, gives the Charukai a middle finger, then throws an ice ball over here. Reflex save. Give me 1 second while I pull up my spells.
Oh, because I
There
fuck.
it is.
I just realized that.
Rolled 2 ones.
Ah, man. That's not cool.
Oh, that's-
Oh,
Oh shit. Oh, but that's probably not the Charuka. They all failed. This one was 7, obviously critical fails. So
Man, these guys are
19,
real
19,
bad.
38.
eat it.
Both Chalaka or frozen. So both Bargots are frozen dead. As the Chalaka is blasted by the cold.
And then my last action is a shield spell.
Oh no, we're perfectly set up for it.
Oh, yeah, I probably could move out of the way, huh? Yeah, maybe I should do that.
A reflex save throw ready.
I'll be right there.
Okay.
I guess it could still hit us all. Hit everybody but Perto.
All right, so let's see. Okay. So it is going to move over here. And as it moves, it kind of looks at you guys. As you see it, it begins to kind of glow a bit as it opens its mouth and just breath of fire actually breathes out.
Nice.
Oh, hell.
I think I'm good.
Oh, that's tasty toasty.
Man, that's like perfectly sized. We lined up for that.
This is a spell, yeah?
I don't think so. I think this is breath
Oh, okay.
weapon.
Okay, got it.
Yeah,
I gotta
fortunately, I
adjust
don't
my
think it
saving
is.
throw. I still get a +2 though.
So it is a reflex save.
Oh, that was the bear's one I rolled.
There we go. There we go.
Ooh, okay.
Poor Renali.
Ah,
Oh, geez.
With a
uh,
29, I suspect she'll be fine. Probably better off than some of us.
21. 20. Uh-oh, bear, no.
No, Bear, no.
Lucia, no.
You use that one.
you're good. Huh?
You use that one.
Not really.
And if I just put it on the bed.
Yeah. All right. So let's. Okay. So MC2. Where are we? Okay. MC2 takes 24 points of fire damage. Oh, sorry. Your hero pointed. So then you take 12. Lucia takes 24. Elijah takes 24. Shanava takes 12. Perto takes 12. Renali takes 12.
Man, this guy's got DPS numbers off the charts.
We really need to invest in some just fireproofing in general.
I have resist energy, but it's so shit in this game.
Short duration or something.
No. Here, let me show you what it does. All right, so resist 5 for 10
Cool.
minutes for a second level spell slot.
Yeah,
10
heightened
minutes?
4th, you can. It's only 10 for 2 creatures.
And 7th
Yeah,
is
wow.
15 for 5. Yeah.
For only
Mhm.
10 minutes. That's ass.
And I don't even get to
Yeah.
like I don't even get to get a make this spell go away because it's a bloodline spell. I'm stuck with it.
You're stuck with it.
Weird.
I mean, 5 is
Okay.
a consistent 5 if you know someone's using a specific element. It isn't terrible.
Yeah, like if they have a weapon that's like 1d
Yeah,
like
like that
2d8
fire elemental,
of fire
that'd be
damage
great.
or something.
That fire
It's just not-
dragon? When we
yeah,
got
on
the
these,
tapping
like-
again?
On these very huge, just like one-off fireballs and stuff, obviously. It
The
doesn't
thing
seem
is,
huge, but
is that I am capped at 4 spell slots for second
Damn it.
level. So, you know,
it rolled the. Oh, because it was off. There we go. Here, it's going to work now. Excellent. Okay. So I cast Heal Companion as a 2-action spell version, so it heals 2d8 plus 16. So healing Lucia up real good. And then, I mean, I guess third action, I'm gonna tell Lucia to go in and eat him. Other sheet and Jaws attack. Oh, darn.
That is a miss.
Okay, that's my go.
Elijah's turn.
Okay, well, it's stabby time. And since I'm flanking with the bear, This only took me one move to get there. And stab, and then I am going to use the scabbard to guard myself.
Okay, that hits as you stab him in the back. Then you quickly draw your sheath and get in position. Renali is. I guess she'll just move up as well. That hits. That misses. That misses. And then he needs to make a 4 to save against the poison. And he's fine. Okay. So he does 11 points of piercing damage as she just bites down with her sharp fangs. Shanava's turn.
Huh. Okay. 2 actions. Okay. Janava's going to step in. He's like, enough of that.
They actually,
Takes-
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
they take damage and they don't.
Once she's in threatening range of this thing, she is going to use her intimidating prowess now, which gives her a +1 to intimidate if she's close enough to physically harm them.
Okay.
Right. Here we go. First off, womp womp, natural 1. All right. Then she's going to swing down. Oh well.
That is a hit.
Damn. Okay. Yep. That's her turn.
Okay, the charcoal looking pretty rough as you guys just swarm around it. M2's turn. What are you cats doing?
My familiar will advance menacingly.
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
This is
Oh,
So it dodges the bolt completely to just get out of the way. Dodges lightning. Van's turn.
Just within range. Spells. How about mine? Lightning strikes twice.
That one, it at least dodges it a bit. Still gets blasted. It now he gets hit with a lightning bolt, staggering around.
I'm not gonna move forward because screw getting hit by another breath weapon. So I'll just cheer everybody on from the sidelines. I've got this.
use a cantrip.
I can use shield. That's it.
You don't have any damage cantrips loaded?
They're all 2 action.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Alright, the Charaka seeing itself surrounded. You watch as it looks around, trying to figure out what to do. Then watch as it, with one fist, just whack slams the ground right where it is. Suddenly, the area around it just erupts with fire all around it.
Oh wow. Okay.
I need.
Is that a spell I can try and do?
It is
or that
not
like an
spell.
ability
It's an
thing?
ability.
Okay. Sure.
I need basically the 4 people around to make reflex saves.
Dang. So it's not a spell, you said. Okay.
Correct.
Man, I picked the.
Good job, Bear.
I picked this feat just in time, and +2 to reflex saves. Shield.
So Renali fails. Elijah fails. Shanava. Okay, so Shannara and Lucia managed to kind of keep their feet steady as the ground erupts around them. Renali falls prone.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Who else? Elijah
Probably
falls
Elijah.
prone.
Ah,
And both of you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage and 5 points of fire damage.
oh, that's it.
and that did not
Compared to all the big-
provoke, correct?
Compared to all the big
Uh,
hits we've been taking,
no,
that
it's
just
just-
feels
it's just
very.
Yeah, this is a nice breath. When I was looking at the damage, how much the frog people doing, I'm like, I can shield block these guys. I'm excited about this. And then they all died.
Perito is going to... Oh, he can't move on. Oh, that's annoying.
What?
Oh, I guess I could be there technically. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I realize it's off the map, but
Yeah, you can. Go
I could
there.
do that.
Yeah, you.
I'll just leave
I'll
myself
say-
here
we'll
because
say you're
going
there.
in that action,
Yeah, we'll
going
say.
in that space blinds me. So
We'll say you're there.
We can all
Yeah,
we can all just
Okay.
shift a couple spaces.
that's true. I'll just shift.
Sure, perfect. Yeah, so I'll move there. I guess that's my first action. I'll hit it once with my Cinder Claw.
Move here, it's flat-footed.
What's up?
Move here, it's flat-footed.
I can't though. That's the thing. Yeah, that's 30 feet. I only have 25
Oh.
feet of movement.
Just out of reach.
Yeah, I didn't know it was 25 foot
Cinder
movement.
Claw.
Special.
It hits as you run up and just slash it
Oh.
with
Awesome.
the gauntlet.
It's like, hey, that's from my cult.
And
And
then,
it falls to-
oh, okay.
it falls to the ground.
Nice. Right.
The tables have turned. Okay.
Chumps.
That you do a quick check and it seems to be nothing else coming for you.
Awesome.
Can we just go to sleep now?
Sure. I'd say we handled it pretty well.
Well, first, let's check the bodies and see if there's any loot.
Oh, that's true. Do they have loots and things?
Shields.
The bodyguards seem to just have clubs on them. The Chalaka has leather armor and a longsword.
And if I blast it with my magic vision, does anything come up as being
The longsword is magical.
longsword is magic? All right, can I try identifying the longsword?
Sure.
Who had a longsword? The
The Chalaka.
Charaka did.
Yeah.
You just never
Ah.
used it, yeah.
I will
We
do a
both-
crafting check for this.
I was about to say, yeah, we both look at it. One of us will get it.
+1 striking longsword.
Right.
Cool.
Well, in case anybody doesn't have,
This one. I think we all do,
Mm-hmm.
except me. Can I make my claws +1 striking?
Does C2 have like melee weapons? Or did this,
Yes. I never use it, but yes.
so you have enough to threaten?
I'm very threatening. Can't you tell?
Yes. Hey, sorry. Don't kill me. I sleep. So we're all healed up, Max.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys. I'm assuming you spend the rest of the evening slapping mud on you and resting camp. We'll say since the battle wasn't really a battle, Renal kind of helps set up the camp for you guys.
Cool.
With that, you have taken out another pillar. I'm trying to understand this line you guys drew that kind of went between two hexes there.
Yeah.
It's very Starfinder combat-ish.
Yeah, I guess do we want to just go straight down
Yeah, let's
this way?
double time it straight south, and then we can do the a careful investigation of the next pillar before we engage it. And if maybe it'll work a second time.
Okay. So as you guys make your way down to the area, okay, you come across what looks to be kind of like an overgrown ridgeline, and you can see a kind of perched on this like cliff line is this mostly overgrown looking stone temple. You kind of, as you get closer to it, you can see it seems to have a few balconies that kind of like poke out over the actual cliff edge of itself. But the front doors of it is open. As you can see, this man is standing outside the temple, and as you guys approach, you see him kind of like working on something. He goes, "I'll stand back if I were you guys. This place it's dangerous. It's been rigged to blow."
Hi there. What's going on?
What's a sense motive in this game? Is it sense motive? Is that a thing still?
It's
Perception.
It's
I hope
perception.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes, "Well, I'm sure you know me, but I am quite a famous scholar in the world, and this temple here is a forgery against what has been accepted knowledge. So it must be taken care of and
Accepted
sure.
knowledge of what?
Are you out of your mind? Who are you?
Who the hell are you?
My name is Gerhard Pendergrast."
No, you're not from around here, are you? You're not. I already know you're not. Just by
It's
your
a
name.
human, you said, right?
He's a human, yes. I'll say specifically, for general things that he does look to be Taldan in features.
What's it
Oh.
doing out here?
Alden.
What's his first name?
All right, colonizer. What the fuck are you doing here? What do you want? You're gonna blow
Can
things
you
up?
shift Z that face?
My goodness.
Punch
Does
Does
he have
he
a monocle?
look-
Yes.
look
He
Oh,
does have a
that-
monocle.
That-
He does have
that-
like a full on like a mustache.
I know you said
Um,
colonizer just because he's Taldan and stuff, but he
White
might
and
actually be a
blonde.
colonizer.
Look at that! Look at that
No.
delicious mustache.
Wow, that is a
What?
mustache. And those flowing
Wow.
golden locks. Oh,
I like that
My
armor.
familiar will fly over. and
This
take that.
man. Wow.
wow.
What in the devil are you?
So tell us what's so wrong with this temple? Here, I'll even be nice about it. Not that nice.
Nice enough.
Yeah, I saw that. It was well. I have done extensive knowledge and inquiry into the religious beliefs of this region, and this temple seems to go against the nations or go against the agreed beliefs. That must certainly be a fake and must certainly not be allowed to continue
so
being. It's a temple of a false deity. I would stand back. This place is quite dangerous. He kind of looks at you guys.
A false deity.
Well, so are we. So you
Do
should,
I
maybe you should
see
stand back.
any like symbols on the building at all that I can try to identify what it's a temple to?
From the outside, no, because it's pretty heavily overgrown.
It is okay. Got it.
As you guys get close, he pulls out.
Is this?
What? You can ask.
Oh, I was gonna say, before things go crazy, Van's gonna approach with his hands up and says, "Is there some sort of like pillar in there with a dragon head on it? If so, we're aware and we're taking them down ourselves. So could we approach and take care of it before you blow it up? Because what you do may not actually destroy it. We have, and I point at Elijah, someone who's very good at taking those things apart."
He
We are rather professionals here.
He looks. He goes. There is no such draconic imagery or anything of that sort in this place. So, trust me, I'm a professional at this. I have calculated the precise manner to take care of this.
You
of
even
this
been
temple.
inside.
I have. I've had to get inside to set up the explosives.
Oh, all right.
You know,
Well,
Plumbing is
crafting
a really
to know
stupid
if he
choice.
is,
You just let the jungle take it back.
What would you say, Cosmo?
Can I roll crafting to know if what he's planning on doing with the explosions and stuff like that is going to be at all?
Sure.
is that like a line?
Yeah, I think that's. I think
you
yeah.
see this line from where he is that's going into the actual temple. Of
Like
this
a line of gunpowder.
very fine
Yeah.
black powder.
Black.
Oh my goodness.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna say, oh shit, I don't have a way of talking to Msidu without him knowing. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna look at him. I'm gonna cast Create Water.
Roll for
Yeah.
initiative.
Oh, brilliant.
So that fills up like one.
Well, to be fair, it's gunpowder in a rainforest, so there's a chance that it's already too damp.
Yeah,
Well,
but
it's more like magic gunpowder in Galarian.
is it? Would that work?
Maybe I don't know. This is weird.
This is all weird shit.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's gunpowder. Yeah.
He's not going to light it while we're standing.
He might.
He might.
And
He might though.
Chop his head off.
I don't think we need to chop his head off just yet, but we do need to reduce the threat level a little bit.
I
Could
was
have
just
just talked to
thinking.
him calm.
I was gonna say
Like he's not like hostile. Right?
As you guys dump water, he'll move. He had something in his hand. You see, you recognize it as a tinder twig. He
oh no.
lights it as he drops it on the powder. As the powder begins to
You.
fuse up.
Oh boy.
Can we stamp it out?
I
Yeah.
was
Do we
gonna
have
say,
time?
do we have enough time to move in and like break the line or something? Or is
I'll
it like going very quickly? Oh, okay.
I'll have to do initiative and see, because he is actively engaged.
This was unexpected, I have to say.
I mean, I can just ice ball. That should put out
Yeah.
the fire.
Where we roll my initiative since the last check.
And Cedars going first, though.
3, 4, 5.
We're about to find out that the only thing
Oh my goodness, you got a 35. Wow.
Do you, Perto? Do you give us that +1? Oh, it doesn't matter because
That
they
was
always.
Elijah's thing, but then also, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, it only
It's
works
like
when we're
Scout's
doing
warning.
scouting action. Yeah.
Yeah, we have to be aware of it ahead of time.
Okay.
Dang.
With that, we will pick it up here next
Pick
time.
up next
Actually, so that was exactly.
What an ending.
What and yeah.
Line of gunpowder gets lit, and unfortunately it's like way up from where it would have been. Oh no.
Oh, boy, yeah. I mean,
Well, if I can ice ball, I mean that'll put that out and it'll chill up this. So maybe he does. He has
Yeah,
to do another tinder twig.
Yeah, who knows? We'll see.
or if somebody has gust or something, can use that to just blow away the
Mhm.
powder.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was fun.
Interesting development, yeah.
I'll say
Yeah.
for
It's
save
a hell of a development.
one last roll for help of Van. Make a perception check.
Secret.
Yeah, you can make a secret.
Oh boy.
Okay. You do see this strange thing on his back. You don't really recognize it. It looks to be this rather long cylindrical tube. Kind of opens up at the end.
Oh, nice.
He's got a head crab. It's okay.
No, I think he's got a rifle.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Cylindrical metal tube open on the end. I assume that's what it is. It's got a gun.
Obviously a head crab.
I'm thinking like something that's like attached to his head and controlling his mind.
I thought it was gonna be first too, but it's calling it a cylinder and stuff like. I think it's a gun.
Does it look like it has a trigger on it?
It does look like it might have a trigger on it.
Oh, that's amazing. It
Alright.
might be a didgeridoo. Oh man, this is fantastic.
What's that gun that you like shove like a bunch of shit into it and then just shoot it out?
Blunderbuss.
Oh,
Blunderbuss, yeah.
like a junk.
Like a
junk
proto shotgun.
I would say that's about what we're at here. I mean, we ignore the fact that advanced weapons were a part of advanced guns were a part of 1E. So,
Yeah.
oh god,
He's got a musket.
Nice,
That's-
nice
That's
not to be
great.
No.
Yeah.
fucking.
Night.
See y'all
Night.
next week.
See ya.